Okay, well, hey, it worked in the end. Hey, everybody. Welcome to our completely 100% on time stream.
Yes.
As I'm doing. Oh, yeah, there we go. So, hi, guys. Welcome to Hogwarts Prep. This is a 5e game based in the Harry Potter world. It is currently the year 1943. And we have everyone here, as you can see. It's their first campaign. We've been having some technical issues. Ryan, I believe, is on his way. Lee cannot make it for today, and everybody else is in the Aether because that's where they are. But yes, we'll still have our full game and on time and etc. I don't think we have any specific announcements other than we're gonna be at South by, which is awesome.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So let's just quickly. Sorry to do it quickly, but quickly thank our friends at Talon Claw who makes these amazing DM screen, dice vaults, and dice trays, and dice containers as well. You can use the code Divine Conquer and you get 10% off. The information down below. And our friends for the Alistair project, their information is down below. And we have a couple of the friends that are in our intermission little vigil. Please support all our friends as, artists supporting artists, etc. And if you're watching this on YouTube in the future, you can also scroll down below and the information there. And if you're listening to this on Spotify in the future, in the description of the video, the information there as well. So, yeah. And we also have merch, but that's whatever. Oh dang!
Wearing it today.
I also have merch shirt. Can you see it?
Who's that metal band?
Sea Devil's the best metal band out there. All right. Let's introduce ourselves. Over there in the Aether, let's go to my farthest left, which we have someone hiding in the shadows.
In the shadows.
I just saw the glimpse of his glasses,
I saw that
all fucking anime style.
Wow.
Just, but yeah, why don't you guys introduce yourselves, and then we'll go to Jess and then Joshua. Joshua. I'm sorry, Jeremiah. Wow.
First Jericho, and then now we call me Joshua.
Wow.
Wow. I think he misses you.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. I miss Josh, and I combined your names together. Well, we have a werewolf boy, Josh, on the Aether, and next to him, our lovely.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. I'm playing Sonya, divination wizard, and I'm invisible. So you don't really see me, but yeah, you see me.
That's true. It's very true.
Wow.
And then right next to them in the astral sea in the Aether, we have.
I'm Jess. I play Neff, who's a Hufflepuff Barbarian, and she is very confused at the moment.
And our Jess is currently sick, so thank you so much for playing, even though you're dying with the coronavirus.
Wow.
It happens.
Even in death, we play D&D. And over here, we have our graces.
And it is me. I am Leon Jones, and my name is Jeremiah.
It happens.
One day, I'll remember my wife's name.
And I play Leon Jones, Wizard-born Ranger from former house Ravenclaw, because I am an old. With
You're like,
all these
what,
teenagers.
33 years old? Yeah, so.
No, 25.
25? Wow.
Yes.
Making me feel
I
sick.
am old. That is my new favorite quote. Just, I am old.
I did hear someone
As
say
a question mark.
today at lunch at the restaurant was like, I'm 21, I'm so old, and I wanted to slap his little snotty face. But alright, with all our introductions and quick shout out to all of our friends, let's roll that bean footage. Thank you, Jeremiah.
That was long.
I really appreciate that extra long second you gave us. It was much needed.
Didn't realize it was that long.
It's a pretty long second.
Like, can you
So,
see it now? Like everybody.
To recap, last
Neff is
time,
here.
the Order of the Broken Moth went into the unpopulated area in the Moon Mist Mountains. It is a unpopulated that the Wagadu School of Magic in Africa, one of the biggest schools in the entire world for our talented witches and wizards. They were there to deliver 6 rune spore eggs, these dangerous, large, 3-headed snakes. So they went into the rainforest, this vast array of different fauna and mystical creatures. They encountered a fooper, if I'm pronouncing that word correctly. This tiny little neon pink avian critter that could have completely made everyone go insane, but you guys did successfully, I guess, persuaded would be a good way to view it, to just let you guys pass. After booping several more trees and encountering more mystical creatures like the anti-gravity frogs that are there, you guys stumbled upon another magical creature, the Tebos, or Tabos, however it's pronounced. I do not know. These teleporting, more blinkish, large feral hogs that were essentially on the hunt for this old lady. You guys face off the beast. One of them accepted a kind of odd bribe by Griswold. One of them fell into the stream. 2 were killed, and the rest are still flown out in battle. The big things about in the middle of the fight, the chest did fall and one of the handles did break off. That was holding the 6 rune spore eggs. Currently, with a bad roll of the dice, wild magic flared and caused a confusion spell and only made Neff confused, and within the next round, smash Bones in the face. And if it wasn't for our Leon pushing her away with his force arrows, could have been a loss of a player. So glad that didn't happen. And we're going to pick up exactly where we left off in the middle of the fight. So while I do want to continuously play this lovely introduction music, it is kind of not acceptable.
Battle music.
Because what we need now is
some intense battle music.
Some very intense battle music. As I quickly place the battle music on. And I kind of fixed the camera angle, so I hope that's tall enough. Okay. Hey, look, you missed absolutely nothing.
Yeah, you missed the recap.
Where are everybody?
Everybody's in the Aether.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
My bad.
we're starting off. Top of the round is Bones. Bones is not here. So Jeremiah, do you mind piloting Bones?
Me.
Not that I need to.
I can do it.
What I would do is, I guess she needs to go up.
Yeah. So that's half her
That's
movement.
15.
Mm-hmm.
She moves 30.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I would like 5, 10, 15. And does she have any kind of healing spell?
No, she is a sorcerer. She does not have access to
She's
So,
healing
I
spells.
think
full damage.
Like,
Everything is damage or some sort of.
I hate to
evasion.
question your movement here, but you're moving closer to Neff, who's still.
No, Neff is 40 feet away.
Oh.
Technically,
way.
Neff is 40 feet that way towards.
Or this way.
Yes.
Somewhere around there.
I mean, if anything, Bones has a broom.
She does have a broom. She has a broom.
Didn't she say that it was out already?
Yeah.
It was out already, but I'm trying to see. Well, yeah, she should just ride that broom. And
All right. So
fly
it takes
up.
an action to get up on her broom. Now her speed is 50 feet. So 50 minus 15. It's how much she has remaining.
Yeah, 35.
So she can move up to 35 feet.
Then
And you
just
need
go
to
up
right-
30.
Go up 30.
because she is hurt. Go back.
All right.
Go down again.
Okay.
I'm waiting to see one of the Tabos do a charge action and blink up 30 feet.
Yeah, but they don't really fly or levitate.
Hey. You know about pigs flying.
I
Like,
don't think they hover. Hopefully they don't.
I have a new interesting way to look at this game.
oh no.
Hopefully they don't
Sonya,
hover.
you are currently invisible. One of the tabos did manage to ram past you last turn, but does not know where you are. There's one dead next to you. There is one trying its absolute best to get out of the river, but it's still kind of streaming through. And there is a taboo about 10 feet behind you to the right.
Move that up. Hiya.
Okay,
There you
I'm
go.
gonna do. So there's one behind me and two across the river, correct?
There's
One
3
is-
across the river.
3 across. Oh, okay.
The one right behind you, there's one alive and there's one that's dead behind you.
Okay.
And there's one like about 20 feet away from you
There's
floating
one
down the river,
on
desperately
the
trying to
stream.
get out. He's going on a magical journey.
Yes.
Okay, let me do magic missile at the one behind me.
Okay.
At
Roll me damage.
level 2.
All right.
Oh, that is.
Does that break greater
4.
invisibility or no?
No.
3,
No?
4?
That's 4?
Yes, 4.
24 plus 4?
44 plus 4. 1 per missile.
22 points.
22.
Jeez.
I
Oh,
maxed out on 2 of them.
it is definitely bloody for sure.
Okay.
As
and then
That almost
after that,
maxed.
yeah.
I'm gonna move. If I move towards it, it'll be AoE or.
It has to be able to see you, perceive you, to attack opportunity. So he will get a attack, but with disadvantage. If you move back, then yes. If you keep moving forward, you're fine.
Because you can't hit what you can't see.
Yeah, I'm gonna move as much forward as I can.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You have if you're gonna go through that bridge, that tree that fell over and kind of started ingraining itself into the other side,
That's an
I
acrobatics.
will need you to roll me an acrobatics. Yeah. So you can go 15 just fine, and then the rest is acrobatics.
Yeah.
Don't sploosh like Jericho.
I'm gonna try not to. Well, you won't see if I do.
Oh no, we'll see something hit the water. We just won't perceive what hit the water.
19.
You can't see where.
Yeah, 19 will do it.
Look at the bird.
So
That's
she was able
well.
to-
Oh yeah, because 2 of you guys cast see invisibility, right?
I did.
I did.
Okay. So Sonya, as nobody can see this, but you kind of just walk over, tiptoe, and in your mind like, what would Jericho do? What would Jericho do? And then just,
fall in the water.
that wasn't so bad. I can do this.
I showed him up.
What would Jericho do? Fall in the water?
Okay, well, awesome. That was your spell. Very bloody piggy next to you. Well, was next to you. And you are technically not in the difficult terrain of the
Plant
massive
growth.
spell.
Yeah.
The entanglement, not entanglement, the
Plant growth.
spell.
Just plant growth.
Yeah. If you move 5 more feet into the fray, then you would be in the entanglement spell. Just for your information.
Little question.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if you know,
Yes.
because I totally forgot to keep track of it or write it down. What round is this?
This would be 4th round.
Okay. Because
This
of
is
my
Mhm,
swarm.
yeah. That's the
Third
fourth.
round.
This is currently the 4th.
The 4th round of the fight, yes.
Okay.
And if it is not, it is now. Neff.
Roll a d10.
Okay,
Roll me a
so
D10.
I already rolled my
Okay.
D10, and I do nothing this turn. I do nothing. I don't move. I don't take an action.
Yeah, I think it's like
but I
2 through
haven't
6
rolled
is dead
to
set.
see if I'm still confused. So
Okay, roll me a wisdom saving throw. DC will be Bones' DC, which is 15.
Yeah.
Yes.
shit, that's a 13.
Ugh.
As you just stay there, looking at all the critters, chaos and pig squeals behind you, you kind of look. and then your rage ends. All right,
It happens. It's alright.
Griswold. Yeah, you just threw rations towards this guy, and he went for it.
Sweet. Okay.
And I believe one of you casted Speak with Animal.
That was me.
Yeah. that's
Okay,
it.
alright, so you have the information that they're somewhat intelligent, at least more communicative than like a dog, but they're still beasts.
How long does Shillelagh last?
For a long time.
Duration 1 minute. Okay. So it's still up.
When did you cast it?
I cast it like turn 2.
Okay.
So yeah, it's definitely still up.
Yeah, that's why I heard this. I was counting down.
I should keep better track of my spell slots because I shouldn't have any level 3 spell slots left.
Jericho, you're on deck.
Show me a 20-foot circle.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
They need a 5-foot wind up for the charge action, right? No, not on me. Let's put it right.
That gets all three of them.
I'm trying to avoid hitting Grandma here.
You need to spill it more the other way then. Does it hit all
There-ish?
three? That's gonna hit all three, yeah.
Without hitting Grandma?
Without hitting Grandma.
Yeah, let's put it there.
Okay.
So, I guess
Oh, is this what I think it is?
this is spike growth.
Yes.
This guy was right.
Yeah, it was
They-
kind of
like
tip of it.
the bases are a little big, so the little 1-inch squares get a little confusing. Yeah, cast spike growth.
Okay.
Does difficult terrain stack?
No.
Well,
Unfortunately,
because
5e
of-
doesn't have
because of the way-
major stack.
Because of the way plant growth is worded in that it quarters move speed, but it doesn't specifically say it's difficult terrain.
It that would be considered difficult terrain.
Oh, okay.
Unless I read something else, the rule I'm going to use now is minimum of 1, so minimum of 5 feet. You have to be able to at least, unless you get 0 movement, no matter how far your distance gets moved, you have to be able to move at least 1 square.
Gotcha. Even for enemies?
Yeah.
Okay.
So enemies, allies, yeah.
Okay.
So
Spike growth cast. I am inside plant growth. And if I force something else to move by landing a thorn whip on it, it won't count as movement through the spike growth.
it will count as movement through spike growth. It will not count for movement opportunity. Thanks to Jeremiah looking at roll up. Thank you. Moving, forcing a creature to move.
Oh,
through.
yeah.
It will move through spike growth, but it will not provoke attacks
Oh
opportunity.
wait, I can't do it this turn anyway because I have
The reason why on attacks opportunity is because it's mentally aware of it being moved, so it knows it's moving. But moving through the fire, moving through the spikes, or ice, or water, or whatever, they cannot prevent that movement, so they will take the damage from spike growth.
So I'm gonna step back and be right next to Jericho.
Sure.
Here. So that's 5 feet of my movement's like quartered, so 5 feet of my 15. No. Yeah, I can technically only move 1 square right now. I should have cast freedom of movement. And I'm gonna chill it. I'm just gonna look to Jericho and be like, sup.
All right, as you put your now magical shillelagh on the ground, and the spike growth starts appearing only to your eyes at the moment.
Oh,
and
all 3 of those pigs need to roll me a perception check to see if they can.
they will do that on their turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna.
Which will be after Jericho. So, Jericho, what's up?
I am holding an attack action in case one of them comes running at me. Like,
Alright. Hold your tag action if one of them comes to you. Alright. Now it is the Tebo's turn, and Leon, you're after that, and then Grandma.
Okay, cool.
I
Oh no.
I rolled before just because I rolled the die, not thinking like, well, that's an 18, I'm not gonna count that because that wasn't intentional. And then I rolled with intention, it was a 19.
It was alright.
So 19 plus their perception, which is 2, so that is 21.
So they perceive it as a group?
The natural 20.
Ooh.
Is that
Put that one away!
is that the bird? The bird dice? Goodness, can I borrow that?
Natural 1.
Can I borrow that?
So
which
Or
one-
this one does not perceive it.
Okay. Okay. So start of the round, those
They
3 each take 2d4.
Yeah. And You can roll it as a unit or individual up to you.
I'll do it individually, starting with the closest
Okay.
one to me.
All right,
which
piggy
is
number
one.
1. Oh, yeah, piggy number 1.
Yep.
Let's roll some damage. Sorry, that's piggy number 2. Apologize.
Oh, this dice is hard to read. First instance is 5.
Okay.
This one, that's what they're looking
That's the one I'm rolling second. Second instance is 7.
And that's a bear standing up?
That is
yeah,
a
okay.
standing bear.
And then this third one.
And third one.
The one eating the rations.
That was not intentional. Third one is 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a different dice for my D4.
I'm going to...
Second D4, 'cause that's a little hard to read.
Alright. Fair enough. Okay. So, Tao's turn. This one steps out just enough to grab the food.
Does that movement count as moving through the spike growth if it's exiting range?
No, because it didn't move through, it moves away from it.
Gotcha.
So, as it does get cut up, but not enough to distract it from starting to dig into the pouch and just start rummaging and eating the food. And Sonya, you can see that it's like a large jaw just kind of sweeps the dirt as well, and it starts just chewing it, even with the leather and the bound string and everything, just eating the food.
Oh, poor boy, he must
Oh,
have been
wow.
hungry.
Roll me insights, Sonya.
Okay.
Okay.
You're nice and readable. Okay, I'll use y'all a second.
This boy, first of all. Alright. Nope. Okay, so only, well, he's gonna use it now. So,
16.
16. If a pig could smile, it'd be smiling right now.
Oh, now I don't want to hurt it.
So, 5, 10, 15, 20 movement.
You know their movement's quartered, right?
It can only move to here. So
Yep.
that's 10 movement.
Okay, so that's 2 instances of spike growth?
Yes. It has to move 20 feet to charge. Second movement.
Blink.
Nope, it can't. So it takes 4. It
Just
just
4 instances?
Yeah. It ran, and that's all it could do.
Alright, I'll add it up and give you the total. So that's 4.
10. Alright. So that one's just gonna straight up charge. Jericho, triggers your ready action.
Yep.
So, yes.
That bear that just moved to 23.
23. Alright, that's quite a bit. That's actually easy.
28. Wait. Do I roll to attack?
Yeah, roll to attack.
Okay, so that's a 28 hit.
28 does hit.
Goodness, Jericho, you've been eating your Wheaties.
Since Ryan's there, because it was a nat 22.
Nat 20?
Oh, roll
to confirm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I rolled a nat 20 and then I got 8 plus 8 to my attack.
Okay, so roll me to confirm the nat 20.
One should not be a nat 20. That was another nat 20.
It was. I can hold up.
Okay. Roll
The red one.
to confirm.
Let's hit the third. Come on, baby.
Come on.
Let's see if we get an instant death.
Come on.
I want to see this arrow banish this Tebo from this plane of existence.
No, it was a 12.
Okay.
Ah!
You are using your short sword, right?
Yeah.
Roll me percentiles.
Oh, because he's doing the crit cards.
These little things.
I have. Here, there you go. That's two.
I remember that.
How much?
82.
82.
Ooh, what the hell?
Ooh. All right. So roll me your dice twice, so that your short sword 2 times, and your sneak attack, all those dice 2 times.
Oh no, all the dice. That's 3 right here
Glorious.
This thing's not just dead. This thing's super dead.
It could survive. I hesitate to say that.
Yeah, because of the rolls.
I want to domesticate one of these piggies as a mount. The one that I fed.
No.
Yes.
First roll was 21. Second roll is.
Take
Second roll is 20.
Tip it.
Takes 41.
Okay. It's very, very bloody. Now, that was a crit. Now, because of the our optional critical rules option, because you didn't add it in the second 20, I'm going to need you to roll me a d6. This is going to be bleed damage. Bleed damage can 4. So every round on the start of its turn, it automatically loses 4-point damage, and it cannot recover that unless it specifically heals for it in a very specific way.
Did I see this Tebo approaching Jericho or myself? Because we're standing right next to each other. So
It went towards Jericho.
Okay. Is
it still has an attack, by the way.
10 feet away from me?
It is 10 feet away from me.
Cool, Halo scores.
Okay. All right.
Con save.
Con save. Cool. It gets +4 to that. 20. 30.
Damn it!
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
man.
very sorry.
Tried.
I will let you guys see.
I would have done it too because I get 2d6 there.
So, as Jericho, as this boar just starts running towards you, and let's see if it hits. 4 plus 6 does not hit. That's a 10. As you use one of your short swords to just start like piercing right towards the head, barely missing the top of its eyelid, and then the second one, as you were trying to go for its heart, but in the just vast movement of him, you kind of just tuck your sword straight up in the air, and it just slit right onto its throat, and it's bleeding profusely, but it is not giving up the fight. This thing, it is intently trying to fight. As the other guy is just running towards you and getting cut up and bloody and now regretting its decision. Because it did see the spike grow, it just didn't think it was a problem.
Okay.
Oh!
That's what I was kind of wondering. Like,
that one's eating. This one does not recover. And broom. Alright, let's roll perception.
I don't know if you want to see how Liam is right now.
Huh?
That's how high he is.
He is 5 feet in the air?
Yes, because he had to touch to hit.
Okay, so it's going to charge towards you then. He can reach 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
What's the size of these things?
They're large
They're
creatures.
large?
With a 14.
Nope.
As it tries, and you see as it tries to blink, and you see it kind of like teleport and then reappear in the exact same spot, as it just did not have the magical oomph to it. He did not get where he wanted to, and just missed by a couple of inches.
Were you just trying to make a pig fly?
Yeah. He rolled a 2. He didn't recover. Well,
So how far is he right now?
he is 5 feet from me. 5 feet on the ground. All right, Leon, it is your turn.
Is that a disadvantage if I shoot him?
Yeah, it is, unless you have a feat. Yep.
I have a archer feat, that's it.
What does the archer feat do?
No, the archer fighting style, I mean.
Then
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think that just gives you 2 more points of damage. I do not think that
No,
covers...
it's just archer is 2+2 to attack.
Yeah,
roll,
I believe
not
you...
damage roll. But
I think it's sharpshooter that ignores it.
Sharpshooter ignores cover.
Okay.
That's what Counterbout had.
Yeah. But I couldn't use it because West was... Anyway.
Chasing
Chasing people.
I just want to note the reason that I was...
No, yeah. Long range attacks do not provoke disadvantage when attack roll. Weapon, ignore half cover. Okay.
Yeah, but this is a disadvantage because...
You are 5 feet from the target.
Don't care. I will fight...
Move, shoot.
I will move 20 feet.
Okay. That's an A.
That's an A upper. A upper.
Is it now? He was already in the air.
Technically 5 feet and moved away, so technically he has a chance to hit. And I got a dirty 20.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It hurt. It beat me.
So, it's going to use its tusk to, that is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of slashing damage. As one of its just barely gets your boot, it has a huge cut right on your leg, which is very annoying. And you need to repair that very soon.
Wow.
Sorry.
How much is it? 10?
I mean,
Is it?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Oh, 13.
I hate to work against the party here, but he's on a broom and he just got hit. Would there be a risk he'd fall off?
No. The risk could fall off if he's doing anything maneuverish to like.
I
move
said
away.
plus.
If it was like a critical hit or a push maneuver or something, then
Okay.
because technically this isn't the pig's turn, he just moved up.
Gotcha.
And he's fairly healthy and HP wise, so I would just roll that he just got cut.
Oh.
And I have spider climb.
And you do have spider climb, so regardless, you could just be pinky.
Yeah. That's attack and attack.
All right.
This is that one. That one is the pink one.
Sure.
Damn. Okay, the pink one is this. I said 16.
16?
Yeah.
That hits.
Oh, okay. And this one doesn't hit
What did
because
you get?
it's at 11.
Yeah, 11 does not hit. It's alright.
God
Alright.
damn it, the one that I wanted to really kill.
I mean, they're both really bad.
Yeah, but he hurt my boots.
He did hurt your boots.
I was about to say, how many dice are you rolling for this? Fuck's sake.
No,
No, I saw you dump the whole thing
Oh,
in there.
I was trying
like,
to grab the dice.
I was like, whew.
Okay, damage for that one. Also 1 plus 4 and 4 piercing and 3 force.
So, how much total?
4
Seven?
7 plus 3 is 8.
8. Okay. Which
7.
8?
No, it's just 7. It's 4 and 3.
So 7. Okay.
7.
So, here is what's gonna happen, which really sucks. So you shoot your arrow, or your wand, and it releases. You see the arrow go right into its skull and pierces, and you both hear it as the force arrow just pierces through the skull, and you can see that the pig kind of, and then just gets back up, since it is going to use its killing blow ability, and you did not do enough damage in one single shot to kill him. So, it is not at 7 HP. It is severely bloodied, but it is back up.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
So.
I think I read that somewhere.
All right, and then the other one just completely missed, right?
Yeah.
Does it get pushed or anything?
Oh, this one gets pushed.
Okay, push on 5 feet in the direction.
This way, so it's going 5 feet that way.
All right. As you see the arrow just kind of as it pushes him, and then he wakes up 5 feet. Alrighty.
Is it bad? I'm just picturing the Link light arrows from the end of
Oh,
from the end
yeah.
of Breath of the Wild when he just
Griswold,
It charges
Jericho, and Sonya. You all see Grandma just grab dirt. And then just stick her tongue.
Question regarding the push.
Yes.
Would that provoke AOP from both
No.
me and
No,
Jericho?
it's
Because
a force.
yeah, because it's a forced push, it does not provoke attack opportunity.
Gotcha.
If it's a forced push through damage, it will take the damage.
He was 5 feet, right? Like
Yes.
So
5 feet, yeah. It's a
I
big guy.
pushed him too much.
Oh, okay.
Or I moved
So.
too far.
Top of the
What
round.
did Grandma do?
Grandma's eating dirt.
She was. Oh, sorry, you couldn't see me. She was putting dirt in her mouth, and then pointing to the dirt in her mouth, like and then immediately stick out her tongue and grab the dirt from her tongue and start scraping it off, because that's not good to eat. Bones.
Grandma.
Oh yeah, Bones. What is Bones gonna do? Does she have potions?
She probably does have healing potions. I assume she has at least a basic healing potion.
Oh. Bones, you have made poor choices with your
So much
character
things.
sheet. Yeah, I know. There's like
Potion of healing. What is that? Oh, it just says potion of healing. I don't know.
So potion of healing means a 2d4 plus
No,
2.
I don't know if there's like a.
no, there's a count right here. It says 2 basic, 2d4 plus 2, 1 greater, 4d4 plus.
Okay, she has
I
two.
don't see the plus on a greater. What's a
It's
greater?
4.
Plus 4?
Yeah.
So I mean, you could probably burn the greater here.
Yeah, she almost died.
Yeah.
I think she would burn the greater.
She got smacked
Yeah,
by.
she'll use that greater.
And since she did get hit bloody, like her nose is still broken, that's not gonna fix magically because of the bloody condition tracks. So like her face is a little bit messed up
Oh.
until magic heals it.
Yeah.
And a
Just a
potion
little
is
bit
not that
because,
type of
just a
magic.
little bit
Would
because
it-
of what I did.
Would a healer's kit fix? I mean, because you can like
Yeah.
the nose and like wrap it.
We got
like that.
things.
Yeah, that will be the natural way of doing it for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so roll me a greater healing potion.
Is this one?
Yes.
4d4 plus 4.
Oh, look at those threes.
3, 6, 7, 8.
Plus 4.
12.
So she, you hear the corpse just as he starts gulping it down, puts the potion back in her pocket. Technically, when you use a potion, you still have the vial, just for you guys for inventory sake.
Good, I can put more cursed stuff in there.
Just saying, yeah. I like the if you didn't write it down, you don't have it. Heal. Is she still bloody?
What is she? 41.
So
No.
21. So she's not longer bloody.
Is that 41?
Yeah.
That's what I kind of
Okay.
read it. But no, she's not bloody.
All right. He is no longer bloody. She magically throws Jericho. I mean, fucking
Wow.
Leon.
Leon.
You whiffed twice there?
I just have all you guys in my head, just all the
He
men.
called me Joshua.
I call him Joshua.
Joshua.
Joshua?
All right. So she drinks a healing potion. Anything else? If not, it is
That's
Sonya's.
her action, so
Okay. Sonya.
you just-
Neff, you're on deck. Griswold, you're after that. Jericho after Grizz. So Sonya, what do we do?
Okay, this one's munching out in front of me, right?
He is munching on these treats or these rations right now.
It's just a bunch of jerky and bread.
It's distracting. But what about that? Does
He
this guy move?
technically, yeah, I'm completely forgot.
Technically, he's eating his own kind
Nope.
because I think it's pork jerky. But
He's being pushed down by the river.
Bye bye.
He has a pretty good con, so he can hold his breath for a while.
Okay. Oh, it's underwater.
this becomes the big bad evil guy of this realm. He just gets pushed down the river, and he's just like,
I have to come get vengeance. All right, Sonya, what do we do?
Final boss is this guy.
Okay, this one, in my opinion, and what I'm seeing hasn't like attacked anyone, so I'm gonna talk to it real quick and be like, hey, you don't want to be like them and get attacked. You want to keep eating your food and like run away, right?
Are you using speak with animal?
I mean, she
Yeah.
still got it up.
I
Okay.
still have it.
Remember persuasion?
Eight.
8. Okay.
Oh no.
You're gonna see that it kind of like stops chewing and looks towards your direction, and in its piggy voice, "Who there? You food?"
No, I'm the ghost of your food before. You should run.
Oh, a ghost.
Ghost food?
What ghost?
What ghost?
Try
Try
what
to
you
guess what he
ate
ate.
last time. The last human you ate.
A human.
I'm dying.
You're noticing that it's not. It can communicate a little bit more articulately than most things, but not well enough.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna burn a spell. I'm gonna use command on it.
Okay.
Oh no.
Wait, level, is it? Yeah, the one.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, yes.
That would be a 3.
Oh lord.
Oh, my spell save is 15.
So, what is your command?
It has to be one word, right?
I know.
Can I recommend something, or is that meta?
Leave.
Okay. I will leave. You see him starting to take steps forward towards the path that it's currently on.
Sonny's still invisible, right?
Sonya's still invisible.
Goodness.
Still invisible.
That-
So, on
that
for
makes
its,
the ghost line that
for
much
its
better.
next turn, it's going to do the command leave. All right, Sonya. Unless you want to move, it is Neff's turn.
Okay, what 1, 2. There's only 3
There is
up on.
3 engaging in a fight right now. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do. Oh wait, that's another concentration. Can I do 2 concentration spells?
If you cast another concentration spell, your first one goes away.
Okay. Then never mind. I'm good.
All right. Neff, roll me a d10, please.
I already did.
What'd you get?
I got a 9.
I think
Nah.
that's.
Act normal?
No, it's back to normal. Yeah.
Yeah, you can
That
act.
is
You can
back
act
to
normal this turn.
Yeah, this
but you-
round you're
Okay,
You're
so
like-
it's still.
the gaze and
still
the
need to
fogginess of the confusion spell. You're realizing what's been happening, and you know you're under the confusion effect. And for this round, at least, you are cognitive of what's happening. You're 40 feet away from the group. What do we do?
I'm gonna use my first movement
Okay.
for 40 feet.
All right, put her back. Technically, should be back over here. All right.
I'm gonna say, guys, I'm confused. I don't want to hurt anybody else, so I am going to try to just, hurt this guy in front of me, I guess.
All right. As you hear Neff saying that in a still confused and kind of groggy way, there is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet in front of you would be the next piggy.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have 2 hand axes.
Uh-huh.
Can I throw them?
Yeah, you can throw a hand axe. What is the range for your hand axe? Do you know?
I believe
don't
those are 20 to
actually.
40.
Yeah, 20 to 60. So, because it's
okay.
25 feet away, it is a disadvantage, but you can throw your hand axe. It'll be the same pluses as your maul, minus the... So, minus 1 from your maul, essentially, because your maul is magical. So your strength,
Okay.
plus your proficiency modifier, because it is considered a throwing weapon.
Gotcha. Okay.
And the damage
so
is
is
one-
that a
Mhm.
2-attack thing, or is
Yeah.
that just a 1?
You can
Okay.
you can throw 2 axes if you have 2 axes. Yeah, totally.
I do.
All right, roll me 2 axes.
Okay.
And that
And you
is
said
a
it's
lot
with
now.
disadvantage?
I'm sorry.
You said it's with disadvantage?
No. Yes, because
Yes,
you're
because
5
it's
feet
too
away.
far.
Yeah. So each one
Okay.
with
I
disadvantage.
may have gone a bit too far.
Yeah.
So the first one is a 13.
13 hits. That is their AC.
Okay.
Second
And
attack.
Second one does not hit.
All right.
It's
So one of them
much
hits, one of them
lower,
does not.
So what is it? Is it a D6?
It's a D6 plus your strength.
D8 plus my strength.
Six.
D6 plus strength.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So as one of them, as you throw both
8.
of them, 8 points of damage total. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh wait, I can move 10 feet beside plant growth because.
And
13 and a half is 15,
last thing
and
I'm gonna
7
do
and
is
5 is
bonus action
round up.
rage.
Okay.
I can move 10.
Bonus action rage. As you threw the first axe and it embeds itself as the second one, you see that just the hilt of it hit the pig and not the blade, so kind of fell off about 10 feet behind it. And now you're
Okay.
raging. At the end of your turn, you need to roll me wisdom saving throw to see if you get the fog off that confusion.
Why do you have such a high spell DC?
That's a natural 20.
Hey!
You are no longer confused.
Finally!
Thank God.
Neff's back in the land of logical thinking.
I'm okay.
Hitting that pig, knowing what just
In-game.
happened, entering your rage, you reconsumed yourself within.
You raged and smacked yourself. You're like, come on, step out of it.
Stop. You see his bones kind of like gives you a thumbs up with a little bit of blood still going out of her mouth.
Oh,
Her nose is kind of crooked a little bit.
no.
Alright, Neff just went. Griswold, Jericho, you're on deck.
Okay. I have a quick question about reactions because I can't honestly remember.
Mhm.
If I use a reaction in a previous round, does it reset at start of round
No, you're
or my
starting,
next turn?
start of your turn.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to boop,
Okay.
and we're gonna smack this bitch with a shillelagh.
Alright, roll me to hit.
So I add wisdom to my.
Yep, you add wisdom to your hit and you add wisdom to your damage.
17.
17 hits. Roll me damage. You have to get a very specific number.
So it's a D8
D8.
because Shillelagh replaces it plus Wiz.
So it's plus 4?
Plus, no, Wiz is 3 currently
Okay.
because I have a 16. Plus the 1d6 necrotic from symbiotic entity.
All right.
So.
All right. The chance of it dying went a lot higher now.
12.
12 is more than 10. As you go up to it and BAM! Smack it! and you see the necrotic energy just kind of like sprinkles through, and it was about to rise, but some of it like went inside of the open gash within its throat, and then you see just falls to the ground.
This is a really dumb question. It's not humanoid, is it?
It is not a...
Damn it!
I throw very little humanoids at you guys because killing them is a very hard thing to justify in the world of Harry Potter.
Fungal infestation's a dead tree.
It's not. Just think about it. Whenever you fight Grindelwald and you kill him, fungal infestation.
I have to be 10 feet away from someone that can power word kill my ass. No, thank you.
I mean, Jericho.
Okay, and then for the rest of my movement, because I thought about it, I can move 10 inside of plant growth.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move this chip because this boy's dead. I'm gonna move right here,
Okay.
and then I'm going to taunt the one directly in front of me by saying,
What's that?
in Druidic, come here, biggie, biggie, biggie.
It has heard the word piggy in Druidic, so kind of tilts its head towards you. All right, Jericho. What do we do?
Okay. Let's see here. Ryan is still, Grizz is still 5 feet.
He's 5 feet in front of you. Yes.
Okay.
Technically, I'm like diagonal from you, but yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Put away swords and pull out bow and attack with bow.
All right. So, just so you know, because you can't, unless you have the quick draw ability, you can't sheath them. But an alternative rule that I like using is you can drop them on the floor and pull out your bow and attack.
Yeah.
Okay. But you have to remember that your blades are on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you kind of just stick, let them drop, shing, and then you pull out. As you're pulling out your bow, you just kind of draw your arrow. What'd you get?
A 10.
Unfortunately, that 10 misses. As you shoot, and you would have hit if it wasn't for just that awkwardly like thick bone hide that it has on part of its shoulder. As you were going for one of the joints, you thought it was like just normal hide and flesh, but it hits and kind of just ricochets off that bone. It still hurt him, but not enough to do damage.
Okay.
Kind of irritated him a little bit. I don't know.
Okay, let's see if this guy. Nope. What about this guy? Nope. What about this guy? That one does. All right, cool.
The recharge,
So-
recharge, the blink.
Which I'm instead of just putting chips down, as soon as they get their blink, I'm just gonna let them use it. Leave.
Oh, yeah.
Goodbye.
All right. As you see, it just kind of just.
Does he have the back on his mouth?
No, it would be chewing it on the whole way there.
Oh.
So by the time it leaves the site, you like. You see it very oddly turns back. And so just chewing on the leather and kind of just enjoying, almost like if it was chewing gum for itself. All right.
World's worst jawbreaker.
Yeah. All right. Next one. All right. He gonna do what the dice said he gonna do. That's 2
Well, it gets 1 for starting its turn in it,
And then it moved 2.
and then it moved 2, so that's.
And
gonna be
it's
3.
within range of your.
I'm gonna Halo.
Alright, roll me Constitution first. Let me see. That is a 12 plus 4, so that's 16.
DC's 14.
Okay, so roll me damage, and I'm going to roll to see for
damage for the spike round.
Exactly.
Yeah.
25, I assume hits you.
Yep.
Okay. And then the second one is going to
Bear charging me takes 13.
13 point damage. All right. One more in a second. 5, 10, 20. Oh, cool. And it can blink.
Oh no!
As
Neff!
Neff, you see it start charge, and as you get your maul ready, and you're about ready to swing, it just completely disappears. And then you feel a huge tackle from your left side.
They can juke blink? I thought it was blink in a straight line, not go, okay, I'm gonna go in a straight line and blink 90 degrees
It
to the left.
teleports within 40 feet of
Fuck,
her.
these are Tokyo Drift pigs!
So 17, 22 to hit.
Definitely is.
Okay, first of all, it was a 20 plus to attack you for 9 points of slashing damage.
9 points?
And then you did 13 to it, right?
13 from the spike growth.
Yes.
Technically before it hits, because it has to move through it.
Yeah, yeah.
Striking range, but
Yes.
I'm arguing semantics. I am at 10 temp health.
Okay.
Still full health base.
This guy is not doing well in any way, shape, or form. Okay, that one's down. This one, Piggy, that, oh, that one's that one, that one's that one. Okay, cool. That guy is
Come on.
a fucking 4! Move him. It's supposed to be 60 feet that he's being pushed.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There is a pig directly under y'all's camera. In the river.
In the river, being pushed.
14. Okay. Not bad. That was 16 points of slashing damage. As it teleports and then just to your side, just slashes right at your stomach, kind of like going upwards, trying to gore you and like knock you down. But
Is that the range? Or just the full damage?
it is a full
Oh,
damage.
no, it's slashing. She's raging.
Oh, so half
She's
that.
actually-
Yeah.
That's what I was
Take
wondering.
8.
So it's 8.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't process what you were saying for some reason. Yes, thank you. All right. That's the piggy's turn. Leon.
Leon. And I am 10, 20, 30.
I have a dumb question regarding this terrain.
Yes,
Are these trees or bushes?
those are trees.
50.
And yes, remember last time they're large enough that you can go underneath without it causing difficult terrain.
Okay.
Yes, 50.
50 feet.
That's 50 feet.
Yes.
So technically speaking, that's not 5 feet away from me because I'm 10 feet up.
Yes. So it's technically not flanking.
It's not flanking.
It is not
Yeah,
flanking.
it's flanking. I thought it was flanking, but I am flying. I forgot I was flying.
Yeah. If you're on the ground, then
Yeah,
yeah.
but I can't move anywhere. That's my 50.
Yeah, it's not. I think for rogues, there's like an alibi it's because there's 5 feet from them. They can sneak attack.
Yeah. I will attack in a way. Both of mine.
Alright.
Wait. Can I just stay here then?
Sure.
Like that?
Yeah.
Because reasons.
You want to push it away from instead of to her? Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
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 It's a little bump on the Chris. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, roll me it.
Jeremiah's just over
Double
here
attack!
doing geometry, being like, okay, if I fire from this direction.
Yes.
As you see the equations and numbers go through his head.
One is 21, and
That
the
is.
other one is an 11 again.
All right, 11 does not,
I'm
unfortunately.
not gonna roll these dice anymore. They're not rolling well. And gosh darn,
Which one's hitting which, though?
just
It will only one.
just one. I had 2 attacks. God damn!
You keep rolling ones on the
Yeah.
D8, dog?
I'm not gonna roll you 2.
You want to take mine and roll the
That's a
D8 when I,
4
or I rolled an 8 when I
and
had to roll
a-
it.
That's a 4 and another 4. That's an 8.
8 points of damage. All right. It is looking horrible,
Is it
but
bloody?
still, it's been bloody.
Oh.
It entered the fight bloody, but it is not down. As you shoot, and you see the bull, the pig is and just kind of scoot 5 feet. Technically still on the map. As now.
Yeah,
You see a little tiny arrow, maybe about the size of like half of your arm, just kind of because it's a full 5 feet from you. So like, imagine a pig, a bull, just 5 feet. As for a second you can swear you see little fairies just like flying and pushing at the same time. All right, Grandma. You see, Grandma stands up. Oh, not that one. And then kind of gets like caught in the vine and start moving away in difficult terrain. She only moves 5 feet.
This way.
Yeah.
Poor
'Cause,
Grandma.
She wasn't in
Oh.
difficult terrain, and then she stepped into it.
Yeah, so technically this circle stays there.
Yeah.
Oh,
She moved into difficult terrain now.
Yeah. Because that circle was the exception point around it.
Yeah.
There was like a little circle that you did.
Yes.
All right. Bones.
I did it as a poor man's alarm.
Yeah.
It didn't quite work that way, but whatever. I'm okay with it.
Yeah. You're learning Grandma is
Not quite all there.
Yeah, let's sing. Well, all right, let's sing it
putting it
politely.
mild.
Yeah, mildly. All right, so Bones, Sonya, Nev, Griswold, Jericho.
Yeah, bones.
So Bones, what do you want Bones to do?
What is bones gonna do?
Does what's first level spells does she have?
Yeah, that's what I was like. She's just gonna attack this.
Do we have a magic missile? Do we have lightning bolt? Do we have?
She's just gonna cantrip.
Okay.
Firebolt.
Insignia.
Yes.
All right. Roll me it.
Just one die, right?
Yes.
No, not you.
If it hits, it does 2d10 damage.
Wow.
The blue one was the one that was rolling low.
Yeah.
The pink one's been
So
hitting
plus
every
7?
time.
No, this wasn't hitting at all. 6.
That is 15.
This is
6
a
plus
6.
7
This
is-
is 60. Yeah.
No, 13.
13.
So 13 just hits. I went instead of up, I went down. I mean,
Down you went up.
2d8.
yeah. So 2d10.
10. I need to go over here.
Dice that you don't use.
I totally forgot where I put my group.
2d10.
There's a Groot.
There's a root right there on the
And
shoulder.
there's another one the claws. You get how much
That is
damage?
a 7 and a 4. That is
So that's 11, right?
Boom.
11 is just one more than 10, so it cannot use his killing blow ability, so it has to die. Because it has less than that HP.
It dead Reno.
As you just see her just as two bolts kind of like merge almost together. Not usually how the spell works, but it's working now. And as it hits one of their eyeballs, of the flame. Yeah, it is down and dead.
It's a mad eye piggy.
Yeah. All right, Sonya, your turn.
Oh, this is top of the round. Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna do, let me do an Eldritch Blast in front of Griswold.
All right.
In
Okay.
front of me. Oh boy.
Just letting you know, for Eldritch Blast, you do have to roll per attack. So it is,
For
so
both of them?
yeah, you have. So Eldritch Blast does not work like most of the insignia because this.
They're separate missiles.
Yes, they're separate missiles. I believe.
Okay,
That's how you're doing it for the battle round.
Yeah.
oh, okay. Let me do Firebolt instead then.
Okay. But I believe the reason why that works is because I think Eldritch Blast is a bonus. Let me
Eldritch
confirm
is
my-
a bonus.
So that's why you have to roll twice, because you can attack with your sword Eldritch Blast. If that is true.
It's a bonus because Pineapple Burrow Swamp.
That's why Eldritch
I remember that.
No, Eldritch Blast is a one action.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because, if you're a warlock, you can use it as bonus action. I think that's what you told me.
Probably that's what it was.
Because Pineapple is
Yeah,
a warlock.
because warlocks just get a million feats you just put on top of Eldritch Blast. Alright, so roll me to hit with the insignia. What did you get?
It was 11.
11 unfortunately does miss. As you throw your 2 insignia bolts, and because of the humidity of the area and the properties of the magical fire, it does not catch anything on fire right now.
Okay.
But, alright, Meth, there is a dead piggy in front of you, and there's one currently attacking Griswold about 40-50 feet in front of you through a river.
Okay. And the one that's attacking Griswold is bloody, correct?
It is very bloodied, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna look down at the pig in front of me. I'm gonna take my
I'm an
axe
idiot.
back.
Okay. There is one other axe about here on the floor, just to keep with continuity. But you take your axe back. I'll say that that's a bonus.
Spike growth is concentration. I totally forgot to roll a concentration. I pass it.
Okay.
So
The game is fair.
And then I'm going to just say thanks, Bones, and then I'm gonna go, hey Grizz, you got this, buddy, and I'm gonna go pick up my other axe.
All right.
I get a point. I get a die of bardic inspiration.
Roll me a perform. No. Sure. If you get a nat 20 on performance, I'll give you a D4 at
I was joking.
If you want to.
This
No.
is the DM.
Let's not completely break the rules.
Griswold, it is your turn.
It is my turn. Cool. I'm.
It started its turn in Spike Growth.
Well, it's not his turn yet.
Yeah, it's not. It's
Oh.
Yeah, its turn, not mine.
You're right.
I am Halo Sporsing this guy at point blank range.
All right.
Con save.
That is a 10.
That fails. Ew. I am okay with this.
The Halo Spores, nobody sees it but you, right?
Exactly.
Like the spell effect.
Yeah. Takes 6.
Okay, it is even half the bloody it was before, but it's still up. As the spores start going around, you see the
So
necrotic
it's at
energy.
3?
No.
Oh wait.
The necrotic energy starts like ripping parts of its flesh, and you see that it starts like decaying slightly, almost like it has like really bad rabies or not rabies, dementia.
Halo of Spores is my reaction, and the only condition is that I can use it anytime something's inside 10 feet of me. Okay, I was just making sure that uses my reaction and not my action.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you could. Yeah. That's a reaction.
Because the trigger is being inside 10 feet of me.
Sure, alright.
So, and then am I in striking distance?
Yeah.
Bop it.
All right. Twist it. Pull it. Bite it.
I'm not gonna bite it. I'm not Ferris.
But not too hard.
17.
17 hits. Let's see if you can kill it.
Okay. D8 plus D6.
It has the killing blow, so
D8 plus 3 and then D6.
you have to roll a killing blow to kill it.
Takes 5 points from smacking and 2 points necrotic.
Okay, so that would bring it below 0, but because it's not above 10, he gets back up. As you smack it, you can see the lights go out, and the lights come right back in. Alright. Jericho. It is your turn. This guy is really, really hurt.
If you hit it for 10 or more, it dead.
You're gonna use your whip?
Since when does Jericho have a fucking whip?
Wait, what? I couldn't hear him very well. What's up?
I didn't hear him and neither did Jesus. What's up?
Are you 18 hits? Are you using your bow?
Yes.
Alright, cool. 18 hits. And because there's 5 feet from an ally, you get sneak attack.
Oh.
So roll me your bow damage plus your sneak attack. I believe it's a short bow, so D6 plus the other D6. Try to get a 10 or higher.
D6?
Is camouflage a mechanic in D&D?
Stealth or cover will be.
I'm just saying, because we're standing in like 3 feet of foliage.
21.
Yeah, it did. It would be cover or
I was
stealth,
just
yeah.
asking.
So as soon as you see the lights come right back. You're just waiting, and as soon as that one eye came, you just release your arrow, right through. The arrow's completely gone, and you see the board just kind of, and his head kind of just digs into the dirt a little bit with his massive weight.
And then
yes.
I'm gonna pick up my short swords.
All right, you pick up your short swords. Leon, is there anything you want to do? No, sorry, it's that one's turn.
Oh yeah, there's this
If
one
it goes
thing, too.
off the map, is it considered out of effective combat?
That's
Did he
16,
finally succeed it?
16 plus 4. Finally! I was given the DC of 15. It finally swims up on the other side of the
Here
river.
or here?
On the other side of the river, since that's where it's facing. You see that it goes into the forest, and I'm not dealing with that shit. And then this guy, he walks off because it's
He
smart
was
enough to
told to
continue to eat the food that it has on its mouth, and smart enough
Is
to
it
know.
still under the effective command, or is it only?
No, it now it's like, oh, they're all dead. I guess I'll just go. With that sort of mentality.
Oh, and I guess like retroactive. When I see this one drop, I'm gonna drop concentration on
Okay.
Spectre.
Spectre goes away.
Yeah.
Leon, is there anything you're doing? Because technically there's one more person in combat.
One more person.
One more person in combat.
After Leon is Grandma, so technically Grandma's still in
Oh,
combat.
fair.
Oh, okay.
Anything
Well,
specifically that you want to do?
Well,
Yes.
Grandma isn't hostile towards us.
No, but if Leon decides that he wants to shoot her,
fly.
we're starting combat again. Yeah.
Let me use my last level 2 spell
Oh no!
All right.
to kill monsters.
Okay. As soon as you arrive, you see a spiral punching.
We're on the brooms.
Spinal's on top of the rocks.
Yeah. Are you guys close to it?
I guess. Yeah, sure.
He would be punching Bones' broom. That's just kind of distracting him right now.
I mean, I expect Spinal to stay still.
Plus what again?
Yeah, that was like a little bit under a minute ago.
Oh, and he's
There's-
got ADHD.
He's really bad at it. All right, so you heal yourself. You see.
No, I'm killing monsters.
Okay, you heal Bones. All right.
But
as the one
Plus
goes.
what again?
You plus your spell casting ability, so your wisdom.
Okay. So it's 7.
Is it 2d8?
If you cast it at level 2, then yes.
Casting level 2.
Oh, okay.
It's 7 plus 10. 10 total.
All right, so Bones heals for 10. Thank you for keeping track of 2 characters. Appreciate it. As you see, Grandma kind of steps out.
So is her face okay now?
Her face is fine. She's gonna need something to fix a broken part of her nose. One of her tooth is kind of missing, like not missing, like really loose. And she's like, okay. If she puts any pressure on it, it will heal crookedly.
I'm like, there. No, I'm not gonna do that. No, with her nose.
No, her nose, yeah. That's childish.
Yeah.
She's a fighter.
Like,
So
yeah.
She was 36 for a brief period of time.
oh, she was, yeah. You see Grandma kind of step out. Yay!
So that's where she was hiding. She just crouched on the bushes.
She's clapping. This is as hard as the sound that she can make.
Like in this loud forest.
Yeah, and then
Oh, we got a river raging.
you do hear Griswold and Jericho. Okay, now my mission continues. Kind of starts walking
Walking.
towards this direction into the forest,
Okay.
and that's where we're gonna go on break, guys. So we'll be back in 15, if not sooner. All right, see you in a bit.
Okay.
I've got the new script you sent us for the next episode. So we have new players. Who's Grayson? You know who that is?
Yeah, I'm reading that too. What's this? Tori Vaal? Tori Vaal?
So we have new players.
New players?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, dude. So it also says that the schedule's changed. We're playing on Mondays now.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, what happened to Tuesday?
That'll team out Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Okay.
And just one last little thing.
And it's online now?
Yeah, that. So we're not playing in the studio anymore. It's all online.
Uh-huh.
All right, man. That fucking works for me. All right. Cool. See you later. Bye.
If you press both buttons at once, does it work, or does it have to be sequential?
I think you do both at once.
Huh,
But
cool.
we are back. In
If it
this
doesn't work, it's
unpopulated
all I've
area
been doing.
within the Congo. As the old lady just said, with enough voice that only two other party members, Jericho and Griswold, can hear, that she now needs to continue on her mission. So, Order of the Broken Moth, what do we do?
I'm gonna...
I'm,
Go ahead.
I'm flying down, just
Okay.
to be right next to the chest and check it.
Okay.
Anything else
I'm gonna
wrong or whatnot.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay invisible until I'm right next to Grizz and Jericho and become visible.
Boo.
As both Griswold and Jericho, since her feet don't make any sounds with her the boots of the
My boots
the
are
Vela,
bigger.
Oh, I know that.
you guys both just poof, as a Sonya just appears.
So,
I'm like, just like that meme, like, fuck.
Yes.
I was checking plant growth, and I don't see a point at which it stops being overgrown.
I'm sure you can stop the
You
spell.
can use your action to stop the spell, I think.
Yeah. I would suggest reading what the specifics on the book say versus the
Yeah,
card.
so where's the book?
Yeah, they're up both. So.
So I'm gonna call out to Grandma and be like, "Wait, let me get my cactus in Druidic because I don't know if she's heard me yet." And that's just that line is just crazy enough that she might actually turn around and be like, "Cactus."
She does look towards you, and then Druidic, there's no cactus here.
And then I'm just gonna turn around and shout, "Spiral, come down here!"
You see Spiral immediately jump on top of the broom where Bones is kind of like, and you see Spiral punch Bones like towards like kind of like above her butt a little bit, and then just points down with his nub, and she's like, okay, and kind of just flies over towards where you are, Griswold.
Okay. And then I'm gonna just pat my shoulder and hope he hops off the broom and just lands on me. I don't even care if I take damage from it.
Yeah, he will, easy enough. You'll hop off the
I'm
broom and get on
going-
top of him.
I'm gonna go to where I dropped or left the chest,
Okay.
and I'm gonna
Pick it up?
look at it and see. Well, first I'm gonna just look and see if any of the other spells or seals or whatever are broken or.
Roll me an investigation.
Okay.
Hey, what about me?
Do you want to investigate the room as
That's
well?
what I said. I wanted to look at the chest. and
Please
see
roll an investigation as well.
if there's anything.
21.
All right, let's see what our boy wonder here gets.
Mind you, Boy Wonder, Robin. What is this again? Investigation.
Investigation, yes.
That is a 20.
20. Oh, go pretty high.
20.
As you both look at the chest, you obviously see the handle that's broken on the right side. You look to see for the runes. There's still 2 of them on each side that have that slight little arcanic blue glow. And one of the runes it's still carved in there, but it's off. So it does not look like.
Is it the one that turned off as soon as we got inside?
As soon as you got inside, yes, it went off.
Yeah.
The temperature one.
So.
Okay, I'm gonna pick it up and say, I'm gonna very carefully walk this over there, I guess.
With what happened a while ago, I'll try and help you.
Okay.
So.
I'm the adult here. I'm stronger than you, quote unquote.
I don't think that's how that works
Yeah.
with Neff in
So-
the group.
According to
I'm
Roland,
gonna be like,
Yeah.
sure.
Like your arms
when
are
cast as an
bigger than
action,
my leg.
it is forever. The plants are permanently overgrown.
Like it's there.
All right.
It's
Well,
just-
So now we have to wade through it to get to Grandma.
okay. As you see, Grandma's still kind of like, get off me. Like, kind of like fighting with it when she
Okay,
could
with
probably take a much easier path if she was just chill for a second. But she's being very stubborn about getting out of this brush. Giving you guys plenty of time to remerge and get on the other side if you so wish. Which I assume you guys will do.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna walk up to Grandma and be like,
Alright.
"Are you okay?"
I'm fine.
Still in Druidic.
She will speak to you in Druidic. I'm fine. Who are you? Why are you here?
Oh, so we're here to deliver a chest to, and I'm gonna point towards the mountain directly. Like
Looks towards the mountain. Huh?
there's a mountain that way, and we have to put a chest on top of it for the big scary snakes that live up there.
That makes sense.
Yeah. What are you doing here?
I'm on a mission.
On a mission for what?
I was sent on a secret mission from my people.
Your people?
Yes.
Who are your people? I should speak louder for the mic.
She looks at you like when you ask specifically that in Druidic, she kind of like recoils a little bit, like you're getting the impression that maybe she shouldn't trust you. Like,
I'm gonna stop her and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't even introduced myself." I'm going to take off the Plague Doctor mask that I'm assuming was also freaking her out, and I'm just bow slightly with
when
like,
you do that, as soon as you take off the mask, like, doom faces.
Griswold McLeod. Pleasure to meet you.
Mami Wata.
Mami Wata?
Mami Wata.
Mami Wata?
That's her name.
So, Miss Wata, is there anything we can help you with?
I need to get some seeds. Very important. Very dangerous seeds.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like plants. What's up?
She kind of like looks towards the next person who from the
I
Pacific.
guess we were just
Yeah.
kind of migrating this general
So
direction.
I will say that Sonya will probably be the next one. She kind of like, since Sonya hasn't, you see that she is looking at everybody and like distrusting them, even though you guys were fighting together not that long ago, because you're speaking to her. Now she's distrusting the others that have not spoken. And since Sonya was the closest one, she kind of like gives Sonya like a weird look, and then kind of like leans in closer. Mm-hmm.
I was gonna be like, I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. I don't know Druidic. I'm Sonya.
Oh, yeah, I forgot we're speaking in a language that no one
And,
else can understand.
And
Yeah.
she looks at you like, "Hello, Sonya. If that is your real name."
Oh,
And she says it in common.
Goodness.
Mama Wata.
Mami Wata or Mama Wata?
Mami
It's
Wata.
okay.
I say Mama because like my language, but Mami Wata. Mamiwata. Mami Wata. He kind of grabs your arm.
Just the correct spelling.
Yeah, that's exactly the correct spelling. And like with the force of a toddler who has a fever, starts pulling your hand to like get closer to her, and she can't physically reach any more higher to your ear.
oh, and bear in mind, Spider-Man's on my shoulder.
Oh, she's not aware or does not care about spine roll.
Oh, okay.
And spine roll, for some odd reason, is a little bit freaked out about her.
Oh.
Mm.
I'm gonna lean closer to her, and then I guess I have to like turn and see Spiral as I'm like leaning closer. I'm just gonna pat him on the head. It's okay, buddy.
She looks as she's looking towards Sonya. Can we trust this Sonya?
I think we can trust everyone in this party.
Oh,
They're good
Do
people.
we need to
good to
roll
know.
strength for this to pick it up?
No, it's 50 pounds. Either one of you can carry
Wait, what
50
was the
pounds.
result of the investigation on that?
There's nothing wrong other than the broken handle.
Then I guess we're just gonna start walking
Yeah.
towards the
Do we
party.
know if the eggs were harmed from that?
Unless you
10-foot
can
fall?
open the lock.
Jericho.
That's bad.
Let's not open it.
Right?
Don't
Oh,
let that
let's
happen.
not
No,
open it.
nah.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
I'm gonna hold it above my head and go, no,
Well, y'all
Are you linking this?
no.
y'all are still a good distance away. I was
Yes,
calling
no.
Jericho out of game.
I'm
But
gonna look at Grizz and say, Ness says no.
nah.
All right. Then assume that it's soon enough that you'll get there, and with you saying that you can trust everyone, like okay.
Yeah.
And
they're good
every
people.
single person that comes to her, she will like politely bow, shake their hand
Yeah.
with both of her hands, and just say her name, Mami Wata.
Leon.
Yeah, man. As you see her long black hair that's completely braided in tiny little braids, again her hazel eyes, and she has 4 piercings on her left ear and then 2 on the right, and one kind of like on the cheek, almost like a chain attachment to it. And now that you guys are physical, you smell a heavy scent of tobacco on her.
Okay.
Yeah, she does smoke quite a bit. She's like, I need to get some dev spell seeds from the. I need to bring them back to my people. They're in the Teaka. That's how you pronounce. Teak. That's a hard word to say.
How-
Tack.
What is it spelled?
Teak.
T-E-A-K.
Tack.
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 In the
English,
Teak
that'd be
tree.
Teak. It's teak, man.
Yes, we need to first find the tick tree. Tack. And then
Uh,
you see that she kind of like plays along with the word too because I'm going to do it, so she's going to do it now. It's a good straight.
I'm gonna look at first I'm gonna look at Jericho and the
Mhm.
medallion. Like, where is it pointing?
It's still pointing straight
Directly
directly in the
at the
center where the
Um,
mountain is.
I'm gonna ask her, like, where exactly are you trying to go? Like, maybe we can accompany
kinda
you until.
Like licks her finger, points it to the air. That way.
Like opposite to, like towards the mountain, right?
It's not away from the mountain, but it's kind of like going parallel to the mountain. Also, if you guys want, you can roll me a nature on what the word "tack" is, or and
Why did I roll you?
17.
okay.
That is 6. No.
Well, fuck me.
I lost the number.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I have
16.
a thing. So
16? Okay.
definitely 20, a dirty 20.
All right.
6.
Okay. Griswold, you have never heard of this? It's magically intended.
I'm way out of my home region here.
Leon, as she kind of points the wind to feel where the wind is, the wind's blowing behind her, and she points in the west direction. Not in any way, shape, or form related to the wind. And Neff, you see that. Also, Neff, because of your father's alchemist trait and having to specifically hunt down and look for herbs, and sometimes even further away from where the U.S. or England has, so the attack tree is not a magical tree. They're very common in India.
While Mammy is talking, can I roll insight about all this?
Yeah, of course. And because I can't show on stream, but I will text all of you guys the tree on our group chat.
Like, I will actually tell her, like, maybe we can accompany each other until we need to part
As long
ways.
as I keep my seeds, I'm watching you, young man.
That was a
I
7.
don't need any.
A 7?
punishments.
You really cannot read her, and that might not be a good thing.
So I'm gonna tell everybody, I know of these trees that you're talking about, but they're from India.
Yeah.
They're mainly from India.
Yes.
Are you
India.
trying to go to India?
She looks very puzzled at your question. Where are we?
Ma'am, you're inside a magical, what I can only describe as a nature preserve.
Yes.
That's
I
hidden
preserve the
inside a
nature.
mountain
Ah.
The Congo.
in the Congo,
Yes.
in Africa.
Yeah.
And you're trying to find an Indian tree
Yeah.
for magical seeds.
It's that way.
It's not magical plant, by the way.
It's not a magical plant, by the way.
Are you just
Oh my goodness.
repeating things now?
Come on, quick. And you see that she's walking at a pace slower than a snail. And you see that her bare feet are now that she feels a little bit more confident. You see that her feet are moving as she's talking and not noticing what she's doing. You see that she's actually traversing the difficult terrain really, really easily, as though she's not aware of how she's walking, and like moving her bare feet correctly around all the thick brush, and is moving now kind of your speed if it wasn't for her like broken hips or just being older than dust age. But yeah, she's walking towards the direction.
I'm gonna look back to the rest of the party and be like, so do we go on the magical misadventure of looking for a teak tree, or do we continue our mission and maybe hope we'll run into her again?
Well, we really need to get this spore eggs to the mountain before it might get destroyed.
I got the eggs. They take priority at the moment.
Yes, they do.
And it looks like she knows where she's going. So as long as she doesn't disturb or anything, then I think she should be fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw this out there, guys. Maybe we need to have her come with us, because I don't know if I trust this lady right now.
Yeah, I can't really read her as well as I should.
Griswold, because it's been like, what, a month since he talked to somebody else in Druidic and they actually understood him, blindly trusts her.
Fair.
I like, because he knows it's a language that virtually no one knows. So, yeah. Griswold blindly trusts her, but also understands that Rude Spore eggs are going to take priority here.
Okay.
So, I mean, do you say that to us, or?
Yeah, like, I'm going to turn around and be like, I trust this lady, but those eggs are dangerous.
You see that
I just
she's
don't know if
still
I
like
trust her
15 feet from you guys.
With all of the magical creatures and plants and everything that's in here. If she's looking for a tree that isn't magical.
She had gone out by herself this far. She shouldn't be able to
Yeah,
be too much in danger.
I'm gonna look to Neff and be like, I think the pigs might have just been bad luck on her part, but seems like she at least she got an objective. She knows where she's going, sort of. She's not all there, but
yes, this egg is the priority and needs to be dealt with immediately.
and so I'm gonna walk up to Mami Wata and be like, how about I make you a deal?
Yeah.
Let's go to the mountain first and do what we have to do, and then we'll help you try to find these teachers.
What are we doing in the mountains?
Nah, it's just one mountain. It's a really big mountain. We just have to.
And this guy's like, oh.
Where? Oh, I thought she was gonna say where.
What are we doing in the mountain?
Well, I mean, we've gotta. I'm gonna briefly point in the general direction of the chest, but not like super point at it. And we
I
gotta.
feel that she's like a child that's completely intrigued with what you're saying. Oh.
We gotta take that chest and put it on top of that mountain, and then we get paid.
Oh.
I like money. Do you like money?
No.
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 Money's the root of all evil, huh?
No, you can't eat it.
Ah. You can turn it into stuff you can eat.
Oh, yeah. She says, she goes, yes, you can. Which, ooh.
No, I was talking about by buying things.
Magic.
Sure. Economic magic. I love it. For my next character, I'm gonna be a banker, and no.
As she goes over to Griswold and like hooks her arm right where your arm is. Lead the way.
Okay, so I've got spine roll on shoulder, shield on back. I keep my stick out because I like to boop things occasionally. We've reached a boop point, damn it.
We've reached our boop quote.
And I'm gonna turn to Jericho and be like, "Lead the way, Jericho."
All right.
With
sure.
with your pointy necklace.
All right.
Okay.
If we are continuing, I need a survival check because the necklace will point in the easiest direction, but sometimes that might be going towards a tree or a creek or a small little hill or a knoll. So survival to navigate.
For everyone or
Whoever will be leading using Jericho's coin as our focus of direction.
Well,
So you're not navigating to find a place; you're just navigating the best path.
Well, I'm gonna be with Neff, helping her with the chest.
Okay.
I guess I'll help.
Even though she's carrying like 90% of it. It was like, well, this chest is very light.
I will. Whoever, but I just need one person to roll.
Yeah.
I guess.
Neff will roll.
I mean, I guess because
Wait.
I have
survival?
I have
Survival.
survival. I can roll this.
Okay. If you have
So-
survival training, I just need one person to roll and see if we can navigate the path with our just base instincts and traveling through.
Oof. That's an 11.
11. Okay.
I rolled a 5.
Yeah, I didn't want to roll. Even though I have +3 on it, I just...
I think Grandma's a little
I've
distracting.
been...
As she will be talking your ear and distracting you and pointing out the mundane of what's happening. Like after you pass the street, oh, did you see that one? It has green. Versus that one
this character.
having slightly darker green. You can tell which one's older by the greenness.
Good, good to know, man.
And as she, I need everyone to run a perception check. You guys have been traveling for about an hour, navigating the best path that you guys can, assisting Grandma, taking a little bit slower than you need to make sure Grandma doesn't fall in the river or something. But
If we got crits on a 5, I'd have killed the giant dragon that used to be on the shelf over there because I've rolled 3 in a row.
Yeah.
That is also an 11 for perception.
11, okay. Hold up. Okay. 11, 17. Neff, what did you get?
14.
Sonya.
I got a 14 also.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Sonya rolled a 3.
I know.
What? Sonya
As
is
you
still
guys
20?
are navigating through, either just oddly looking at Grandma,
because you again the not trustworthiness of just.
Is she speaking to me in Druidic and everyone else in common, or is she just like
She would probably be going back and forth between both and forgetting who she needs to speak to in what language.
oof?
Making things even extra weird. Her slow pace is very distracting. Jericho, you hear footsteps behind you. About 3 pairs. And you hear just ruffling in the grass in his hide, and you hear some very muddled speech, some language that you don't know. Kind of a deep voice.
Who's next to me? Who's next to
My
me?
17
17 did not pass.
Oh.
No,
We
unfortunately.
never acknowledged a march.
Yeah, let's do a marching order. Give
Okay.
me minutes.
So you don't have to represent spine roll, so I'm just gonna put him somewhere.
Okay, so
I have a question.
chess being the yes. What's the question?
Is Jericho as leader? And I'm guessing Griswold and Grandma is right next to them?
Yeah.
Jericho, are you leading?
Well.
Because you roll for survival, so you.
roll the survival check.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'd be
You'll be like
towards the
Griswold
front,
and
but
me
I'm
together.
just like occasionally referencing the necklace and being like, okay, we gotta go this way.
Jericho, would you be behind Griswold?
Yeah, like right next to Griswold.
Okay. Sonya, where do you want to be?
I'll be behind them, and then I guess.
In front of the chest? Behind them?
Yeah, I'll be in front of the chest.
Okay. Alright. Technically for bone. No, I rolled a 9. So, alright.
Oh, question.
Yes.
How long have you been traveling? Like, would I be able to get a short rest in between?
If you're walking, then no. You
No,
have
okay,
to
never
rest to get a short rest.
Okay.
So, about an hour or so of just walking through, the humidity hitting you guys, the different, sometimes even very strong scents within the jungle. A rainforest, sorry.
You can take these back.
Yeah, you hear some just whispering, like deep, like low-pitched whispers.
Oh, we've been
Okay.
traveling for an hour.
All of us do, or just Jericho?
Just
Just
Jericho.
Jericho.
Okay, I'm gonna relay that to.
I'm behind you.
You're behind me. I'm gonna relay that to Grizz and Sonya.
Okay.
And
Chris, Sonya.
and then pass it down.
What do you say
I pass
exactly?
it down.
I'm gonna say that there's footsteps behind us, people talking in a different language I don't understand, or something. There's about 3 that I can tell.
I'm gonna turn around, like as we're walking, I'm gonna try to like remain calmish,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna talk back to Jericho and be like, "Did you pick out any words, like at all?"
Technically, they'd be speaking a language you do not understand.
Right, but did you? Even if he doesn't understand it, if he heard like a singular
Oh.
word, he might be able to tell me, and then I could tell him whether or not
Roll me
I
intelligence.
understand
Jericho.
Come on, go for it.
And I will say that the chain stops for this specific round after that happens and Sonya relays the information to you. So you hear it. So Neff, you're the only one that does not know the situation. But you see that people are speaking in front of you, like they're relaying a message. What did you get?
22.
You think you heard the word mommy.
Okay, I'm gonna relay that to Grizz.
That's where you hear that information.
it.
And I need every single one of you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Shit!
Son of a.
Is this a trap?
Nope.
It's a trap.
It's an ambush.
It is an ambush. Correct. Who has detect ambush feat? That's a joke.
6.
I'm alert. I'm always.
For fuck's sake!
Okay, Sonya, what did you get?
14.
Alright, fail. Jericho, what did you get?
22.
That's a pass. Neff, what did you get?
19.
19? Okay, that is a pass. Okay.
Are you rolling for bones or are you?
Roll for bones, please. Griswold?
4.
That's a fail.
Not 20 for bones.
Bones does not get hit by this.
Plus 3.
All right, 23. And
I have a dirty 20.
all right, the DC was 15.
So I
If-
failed. Sonya failed.
I think that's it.
Yep.
So
What about Mommy?
Mommy does not get hit by it. Targets 2, 2, and 2. As you guys all hear a
It might be a Mommy's bodyguard.
slight mutter in Arcanic. It's like you've heard words like this before, and then you just see of a net just fly out. And this net doesn't look like an actual physical net. It just looks like a net that kind of reflects with as the sun hits it. It has these like blue and green hues to it. And Neff, you kind of just move towards where the chest is, and Bones just kind of ducks as that net spell goes right by you. You pass, right?
Yeah.
And as that happens, you kind of use the fairies kind of push you towards the same direction, so both Neff and Jericho kind of like move in closer. Move in closer to each other, so like it misses, and you guys are kind of like really close to the chest now. And the net is able to catch Sonya, and Jericho, you completely just dodge out of the way. As Griswold, unfortunately, you are hit by
Is Final caught by proxy? Because he is riding.
Technically, yes.
Okay.
And you see the grandma still has her hand onto you, but like the net kind of like barely misses her by an inch or two. She's like, "Oh, nice." Kind of like lets go, and like the arcanic force of the net just traps you. So, our 2 party members that fail, you are considered restrained. Your speed is 0, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls and dexterity saving throws. And the attacks on you are with advantage.
This includes Spinal.
It includes Pyro.
Okay.
As you see 3 men jump out of trees, and you see that both of them have, all 3 of them have their hands out like they're concentrating on a spell. And the one that completely missed Bones and Neff, you see that kind of starts muttering his hands, muttering the words, and start moving his hands. You see a tiny little web appear on his hands.
Hey. No.
You see Mami Wata just no.
Hi.
Oh my god.
And you see that the 2 of them are still concentrating on their spells. You see that they look very confused, and the one in the middle looks extremely angry. There's this pretty big man with completely shaven head who has a sash on his side with that looks like it was knitted and woven very unevenly, but it's functional for what he. All 3 of them are also barefoot. They all look like this is their region. They look at least native to the Congo. And the one in the middle, the bigger one. What are you doing here?
We have rune spore eggs from the ministry for delivery.
And you see like a what?
You hurt me.
I want to note the second
That
that
is
net
bad.
entangles me, I am
Go back.
cursing in a deep Scottish accent, weaving between like Scottish English and Druidic, just every single obscenity humanly possible.
Every now and then a little bit of Gaelic comes in.
Yeah, I'm just like, God fucking damn it, you wee bastard! What the fuck was that?
And you see one of the females who has bracers that are made out of stone. She also has similar attire, but just different colorings than he has. Again, also barefoot. And she has like a large scar right on her cheek. And she will have another one on her back, but you don't get to see that just yet. As she
PRP
looks, the one that missed was hers, and she kind of just like puts her, crosses her arms and like puffs up her chest. And when she does, she looks almost the same size as the big dude in the middle. What are you doing with Mama? Or Mommy?
Sorry.
We saved her life, you dicks.
This whole time
I
I'm
don't
staring
say
at
you dicks, but I'm bad.
this whole
I'm
time
just-
I'm staring at Jericho and be like, let me out of here.
We're trying to, I guess, accompany her because she was attacked by these Do we know that it was a taboo? We just know what
You don't know the name of the animal.
Okay, like she was getting surrounded by this pigs. that
Teleporting piece of shit pigs! I'm shouting from the
You
entanglement.
see that
I
the
guess that,
female
just
one
without-
kind of like strokes her chin a little bit when you say the teleporting pigs.
seemed- Well, like I guess that just without the obscenity.
I am now reaching for a dagger and actively attempting to break restraints.
Can I?
You see that they're gonna let go of the spell in a second.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
As Mami says, don't do they're friends. They're helping me get the seeds. And you see all three of them almost instinctively sigh.
Oh no!
Oh, they know the trick.
I knew it. As the female kind of goes over towards walking towards where, like, ignoring you guys mainly, and then going towards over the Mami, and like with a very concerned look. And as she kind of turns her back, you see there's a massive scar like trailing inside her shirt, going all the way up to like the top of her spine, like a just gigantic split.
Jeez.
Like,
As-
is it like?
Is it straight? Is
It
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 is straight.
Is it
It's
still-
straight, but it's thick.
Like,
Um,
is it healed?
It's completely healed,
Okay.
but it's a scar that it's a very heavy wound that she had, and she goes over with a super serious concern and starts speaking in their dialect, and you just see that like her face, like a child about to cry in front of their mother.
Druidic or?
They're just speaking in
No?
their native tongues.
They're speaking local tongue.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Unless anyone knows Afrikaan, that's what they're speaking.
No, I don't know
Specifically for
That's
for
about
Rory.
it.
And you see that the man kind of just like.
How long is comprehend languages active for? Or no, you can't speak with animal.
Yeah.
Never mind.
And it's been
Yeah.
over an hour since specifically from the fight. You see that both of the men kind of like let go of their hands, and the spell just it kind of flickers a little bit, and you feel like a slight restraint for a second, and then your body is able to move after the spell's the net is completely gone. And as you see, Deuce looks at you guys. Are you injured? Do you need any help?
I forgot.
Does Bone still need help? Like with her face?
She got
Her
healed for
face.
like.
She's at 39 HP right now out of 41.
She needs a rest a lot, but
She got smacked in the face with a
I
wall.
get to. I'm 49.
Hold on. I guess we just need a little bit of rest, but
you have a
I mean,
you can use.
We all kind of need a little bit of healing, I feel.
As long as none of you are afraid of
explain
water.
what's going on.
Well, one more time.
You can help explain what's going on.
Yeah, what are these seeds
Yeah.
she's looking for a plant that apparently isn't magical? And
It's for a tea.
damn it.
tea. I like tea.
She goes on these missions to get herbs and tea to make her food taste better.
Yeah.
She sneaks in the middle of the day and night, with all of us watching, and she still manages to escape our gaze.
She's crafty, ain't she?
Well, we do
Yes.
need some rest, but more importantly, what we're trying to deliver to the mountains needs to be dealt with as soon as it.
That is your
Possible.
business. We can give
What time
you.
of day is it? I'm sorry.
It's. I actually would say.
Sun was up when
Yeah.
we were-
So you guys were 4. So maybe like 2 p.m.
Okay.
But within the part of one of the moon's mist mountains, the atmosphere and like just the oddness of how the sun shines in this area, it's really hard to tell. It still looks like it's really early morning. It feels like it's cool early morning.
But just kind of looking, I guess I'm gonna try to look at the party and like, do you think we should just rest for the night? So,
I mean, we
and
should
continue
maybe
this the
an
next
hour or so, maybe an hour or two, and then see where else to go. Maybe they know where in the mountain where,
Yeah, I was
where, we,
gonna.
where we can go.
I'm
That was
going.
the next thing I wanted to ask if there's like a safe passage towards that mountain.
As he kind of sighs, we can show you if you really need to go, but the map's in the village. As long as none of you are afraid of water.
I'm gonna look to him and be like, does this place get more or less dangerous at night?
More.
More? Significantly more?
I don't go out at night.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm in favor of.
And then you said you like a angry parent looking at their kid, looking at Mami Wata. No one goes out at night, and she says,
This lady.
and you see the female there like, Mom, we just don't want you to get hurt. That's all. And she says, Max, it's fine. I have him. And he points towards Griswold.
Oh no! Oh no!
And then you see the female with the stone gauntlets kind of looks at you, right? And then they without saying much, they say a couple of words in their native tongue, and they in uniform start walking in a set direction. One on either side, and the female leading the like almost like an arrow, kind of like you see that it's a pretty good formation, at least for what they have to make sure that they're seeing you at all times, but they're also leading you to a set location.
Okay.
Do you guys follow?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna look at them and be
Like-
like, there's apparently civilization in here.
Like also like me personally, I think it's better that we rest up and continue on.
I mean, anything that'll give us a nice
Basically
safe
the
space
next
for night.
I
Yeah.
definitely concur.
So
I'm
And
good
they'll
with
they can
this.
tell us more information.
Yeah, maybe they could tell us what other animals are here, maybe more concentrated towards the mountain or something.
And they did say they have maps on the village
Yep.
for a safer passage to the mountains.
they did. So I will introduce you guys to the river village of the unpopulated area within the mountains.
Oh, that's cute.
Yes, if we can get some other potions to block.
Ooh.
So, as you guys would be coming in from the ground onto the. Oh, this is the ground one. Okay. I'll just place you guys here on the ground level of the river.
Oh, this goes up, basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
these will be same level. This goes up, so this is all up below. This is the tallest point. So within one of the creeks that is crossing by, you guys, the
Do you
area-
have the little map or Jesus?
sounds fairly loud, but once you get inside, you see that it kind of like muffles the sound around you, and a lot of what you can only hear is just the river flowing. The small little bits of campfire that are nearby. You see that there is about 30 people within this little village that's all essentially huts, but the huts are on top of trees. And they're all connected one way or another, but they're multi-leveled connected with bridges that look fairly sturdy. It looks very, not rudimentary, but everything here was built with the natural resources that they have, but it was built very well. It's aesthetically pleasing. It looks completely efficient. It's just with tree and leaves and stone. And you also notice that even at the ends of each bridge, it has sort of a stone with that looks like it would be a very good oiled light for nightfall. That at the moment it's not lit. I can see kids starting to run and just start yelling, "Mami Wata, Mami Wata!" and a couple of villagers start looking down at you guys, and you see that they all start chattering amongst themselves. The three that are leading say a couple of words and like almost dismisses everyone, like go back to your business. You are definitely the attention of the day here. A couple of very young, non-native to Africa children and 2 adults with a weird chest holding one of their elders walking into the village. This is
my
not...
mask is back on. So
Okay, well then you have a plague mask. You will probably see a couple of kids just like point like towards a mask, and then someone starts flapping the wings and starts like running around each other. You hear very crude, rudimentary Druidic being spoken here. When you hear that they're trying to like hide what they want to say. But yeah.
Thieves' cant of Druid.
No, not thieves' cant of Druid. As more of they just don't know the language fully.
Okay.
Thieves' cant is saying something that sounds common,
Yeah.
but it's actually something else. It's like code.
Yeah, I know. It's just like that's what I was saying. Like, because they seem like they're trying to hide it, but in Druid.
And
Is there anything I pick out from them trying to?
they're just saying, who are they? Look at their gear. Is that a mask or is that his face?
Oh, as we got close to this village, I told Spineroll to hide my shield on my
Okay.
back.
Alright, he will do so.
I'm not sure if they. Also, can I roll insight on this village to make sure they're not cannibals?
Yeah, roll it.
It's a thought. It is a
I will
thought that
say
occurs.
that I've seen one too many horror movies, and this is how it starts out. An old lady
Oh,
takes you into a village and she wants to eat you.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, that's kind of where my mind was going. I was like, well, what is she trying to do to us?
16. So you start looking at they look fairly clean. They don't have any like weapons on them or tools. Very few of them do. You see that there's fishing nets on the bottom of some of the trees, and a second or two after you guys like start walking on the first bridge to enter this this little village, you see that one of a young boy going with a older female, maybe his mother or something. They both have baskets full of odd roots and some beets and large bean stalks that they're bringing in.
Okay.
But they first see you kind of like hesitate a little bit, and then when they see that you guys are being accompanied by some other villagers, then they kind of like, what's happening? And they kind of just like go about their day. But the buffer man introduces himself as Deuce.
Deuce?
Deuce.
Deuced.
The female. My name is Stone, as you can tell. She kind of hits the stone knuckles, and then the quiet man behind you guys, who looks fairly older. He's in his late 50s. He definitely has like a beard that he needs to keep maintained a little bit more. All he says is Nalas.
Nellas? Okay.
As you figure that it will be the name, Deuce, Stone, and Nalas. As they start walking towards one of the bigger and a little bit more open, doesn't have like a full walls all around. It has very like, this is like a gathering for people to come in. You see there's a stone fire on top that is not lit, but has enough chairs around, and you do see some musical instruments on the walls. And a large slab of stone that does have some blood trailing on it.
Oh god, they can still be cannibals.
And as the closer you approach, you see that they're cutting some fish.
Oh thank god.
Oh,
Okay.
But maybe they like human with their fish. As this is the common area for amongst a lot of them. And as you see that they're going that way, and then Mama kind of pulls on the other direction where you're going, and you see Deuce goes up to her. This way, we have food. tea that you want from the seeds that you brought. Oh yes, I brought the seeds. And as soon as she passes by, he kind of rolls his eyes and like looks at you like, see what I have to deal with. And they start all walking in
Is the
together.
tea good though?
He looks at you, shakes his head terribly, like you just brought up something. No, this is no. Why would you even say that? No, of course not. As you guys all sit down and start preparing a nice, heavy vegetable with slabs, and not expecting the large amount of it to come. You see very thin slices of fish. Even though it looks like they have more, but they're not really giving you guys a full meal. They're just kind of, we have to. That's the feeling you guys get.
I'm gonna, when they try to offer me a plate, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'm gonna be like, here, don't worry about it. Like, you got what you got. No use. Like, and I'm just gonna pull a ration out of my bag and start eating it.
You see that the woman's
Stick a jerky.
very like, thank you, very polite of you.
Got you.
And
I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna say it's okay. I appreciate your hospitality, but you keep this for your tribe.
see that different tones and accents throughout the people that are here. You even sure that you hear one that has like a almost like full British accent. As Stone, Alice, and Deuce kind of sit down, Mami Wata is now attending to the quote-unquote kitchen, and it looks like she's pretty much just getting in the way. But Deuce, as he looks at you guys, we owe much thanks to Mami Wata. We, for one way or another, we've all come to this jungle, this forest. Something or another trapped us in here. And she was the one that made sure we had food, place to sleep for many, many years until old age struck. We were able to really leave just from the danger that's out there. How she did it all by herself is beyond me. Like I say. And the more you guys look at Stone, the scars on her look really familiar to the thickness of some of the tusk from the
Tebo.
Yeah. But with the most sincerest of conversations, how can we help you leave our village?
Leave?
Yes, if you need to go to the mountains, what can we aid you with? So you can leave as soon as possible, maybe. No disrespect, it's just we don't know you.
It's fair. I mean,
I'm gonna introduce myself immediately at that point and be like, by the way, your scars, I cannot help it but think they're all. I understand that you must have went through something, but they look really cool.
She kind of like nods to you with like a respect.
Yeah.
As she like gives you one glance over at the buffness that you are, and like it was a good fight.
It's fun.
When we kind of like settle a little bit, just RP wise, I want to try to fix my boot.
Sure, you will be able to get the leather necessities to be able to fix your boots. If you can, someone here will be able to assist you with that.
I mean, I've got mending in my.
If you have mending, then in 6 seconds it'll be done.
I don't have it rotated yet.
Okay.
Because I've got like a regular spell rotation and then like what I will
Understood.
swap in occasionally.
But for the purposes of right now, you can take a short rest. If there's anything you can recover within the short rest, Beast Shape, Arcane Recovery.
I think I get a symbiotic back.
You would get your Beast Shape back
Yeah,
full, so you get your
that would
symbiotic.
be a
Yeah.
symbiotic.
I guess I'm gonna ask, like, you said you have a map to
Yes.
the mountains. if it's okay, if I can see it.
I'll go get it. Technically, it's Mama Wata's map.
Like I'm not gonna take it. I just want to see it and maybe sketch it on a little.
Sure. As they bring you back one, and I would say that you, with enough time, you're not being pressured or anything really, and you're kind of, people are giving you a lot of space. You do see that every now and then, there's about 16 children within the village that there's going to be I guess rotation would be a good word, of them just kind of looking at them, talking amongst each other, then like leaving and running away. But you are able to get a good sketch of where to go. And there's a couple of words on the map as it kind of goes from a like a bird's eye to a to traditional side view, like where the mountain would be. So like it has that off the dimensions, and then the side view of the mountain, it has 5 words on it that are in a language you do not understand.
But
6 words. Sorry,
what are the words?
you don't understand them. They're in a language you don't understand.
I can't.
Are they letters that are comprehensible?
No,
So-
they're not. They're not. The alphabet is
Oh,
is
it
also
doesn't say.
complete.
I
You could trace
can't-
the but you just don't know what you're writing.
Okay.
They look like, so you understand that they're words because they're being dissected all alongside the mountain.
Can I like lean
Just
over?
just so you
Sure.
know, Common,
You can
Arabic,
see.
Vila, and Parseltom. I don't know if it's one of those.
No,
And
it's
hieroglyphics.
not. Technically, this is Judic, written Judic, which is
Okay.
I mean, I know Druid.
yes, but
Yeah, it was like-
written Judic is not common. You're able to
Well,
read it. It's just, even amongst the people that know Judic, they tend not to write things out.
Gotcha.
So, this person grew up learning this language. It takes you a minute to read it, but the words translate as plant, earth, water,
Oh no.
fire,
Uh-huh.
air, beast. Snake would be appropriate, but it says beast.
Okay.
And you see that plant is at the bottom before the mountain starts. And then earth, water, fire, air are dissected. And at the top, right underneath the sun, it says beast.
So there's a mountain. What's the sun?
I'm
You said plant. at
since
the
I
bottom?
already
Yes, plant at the
Plant,
bottom.
earth, water, fire, air, beast.
Earth, fire.
Earth,
Water?
earth, water.
Oh, earth, water. Okay.
Okay,
Earth.
plant, earth,
Yeah. Earth,
Water.
fire.
fire, air,
Uh-huh.
and then beast. Sonya, yes?
I was going to say, since I already started somewhat talking to Stone, is that what her name
Yes,
was?
Stone is her name, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask her, what other animals are we going possibly have like a base or something camp around the mountain, because we have to go there and don't want to.
I've never been close to that mountain, so I do not know.
Is there a reason why you haven't?
She points to her cheek. The fact that you guys are unscarred either makes you very powerful wizards or very lucky.
Like, also, like whoever is, who's the one helping us? Like the one we're really talking. Is that Luce?
Deuce would be the one who you see that he kind of is taking charge of the situation.
Yeah,
Maybe
like-
he's like the village leader.
Like looking at that, like basically, I kind of see him as the village leader at
Yeah,
the moment.
he's
because
definitely like
Mami Wata's the senile old elder that's technically like the generation before.
Yeah.
Or generations.
maybe generations. You see that a lot of people give a lot of love to her, and according to Deuce, nobody would be here if it wasn't for her somehow leading them here or saving them.
like basically,
But she's
like,
very senile.
well, I guess like with Deuce helping us or whatnot.
Mhm.
I was like, I know you don't trust us, and that's understandable. If we can't stay the night at the village, is there any other place that's you know that's safe for us to rest?
He kind of sighs. There is no place that's safe other than here. Somehow the area here makes no beasts come. The river flows fish that do not live here, out of the mountains. When Mami found this place, she was lucky that she found a location that is hexed or guarded in some way to sustain human life. And I think that her fortune in finding this location is the only way why she lived so long. And adventuring every now and then, finding me, and then the rest. We slowly helped each other out. We have criminals here, lost orphans, people foolish enough to go where they know they shouldn't go, under these, without the supervision of the Wagadu school or the ministries. And because we have no aid going in, we have no aid coming out. You are the first we've seen that has a mission inside. I have heard of different groups and paid mercenaries come in to deliver what they need to deliver. Usually beasts that cannot be contained outside, so they're thrown in here with us. So you see where I am disheartened that you're bringing more danger into our village.
Well, I think the things that we've got in the chest right there are specifically designed to just go to the top of the mountain, which, if memory serves, y'all don't go near the mountain.
True.
So, it's kind of just like y'all are over here, they're over there. You stay in your corner, I'll stay in mine. Right?
He gives a slight, like, I don't want to laugh, but he chuckles a little bit of it, and the tension is broken heavily from that. And you Stone and Neff are kind of bonding. You see Nalas is complete stone. As you're both like, as you kind of see them flexing with each other. She kind of takes off her stone gauntlet, stone bracer. You want to try it? You can try yours.
Don't you already have the gauntlets?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So as you put him on, your hands are, oh god, these are heavy. And she puts hers on like, these weigh nothing.
Would she be like a little fascinated at the ogre gauntlets just like shrinking to size or growing to size?
She would. Yeah, I completely forgot that's a thing. Which she is older than you, so it does get a little bit bigger when she like, ooh, magical. But will not have enough time to attune to it or feel the magical properties from it.
Yeah, they're just like.
So she's like, ooh, pretty, but no, give me back mine. As hers, you do feel there's some magical energy to it, but again, without
like
attuning to it.
20 pounds.
Right.
It's about each is about 10, which is pretty heavy
Yeah,
to be on your fucking hands. So you both re-exchange your weaponry or your armory.
Kind of bonding with their
Yeah, as you guys are bonding essentially.
I'm gonna look to Deuced and ask him if they need fresh water. Like, I don't know if the river's drinkable or not. I'm just asking.
It's not, but we have a purification system within one of these.
No, I'm saying you need like more now.
I won't say no.
Okay. Here, just light up some cups or something.
As he puts cups down, and you see very eagerly a couple of the ladies that are helping assist. They like are intrigued, and then they bring in like jugs.
Okay.
In like clay
That'll
pots.
work better. That'll work better.
As you are you casting a create water?
Create water.
As
I'm like flourishing the staff out of bag of holding and cast.
As you do, you kind of like sprinkles in, and it's like even a little bit of spillage here and there, not perfectly,
Yeah.
but there is plenty of water. And as you see, come the kids like, oh, and they start in Druidic just saying water, and they start like hopping. And you see a couple of the people that are like, oh, nice. There's a little pass here, and The entire time, Nahlas has been completely unimpressed by you guys, and this time, he raises one eyebrow.
Oh!
Like,
And then with the last little bit of create water, I'm gonna pat my shoulder, and Spinroll's gonna just like crawl up a little. I'm just gonna like give him a little water from the end of the
it's
staff.
kind of just like shakes it in and absorbs it within his chest. And you see a lot of people just like start talking about Spinroll. And you see this. Is he from here?
No, I found him in Egypt. He was captured by this like illegal game poacher, and he tugged at my heartstrings. He's not the smartest cactus, pat, but he's
Waiting for your hand to move and then punching the air as to not actually hit you. And you see, I thought that we had a poaching problem here, but the beasts tend to take care of that themselves.
Oh, you should have seen what we saw when we were going through the Egyptian desert. There was a dude riding a tank with dragging like cages behind him.
One of the muggles.
Big old tank. No. He seemed like he was like because he was riding on top of it. And like he had some weird beasts and some cages, and one of the cages was broken, and we had to fight some giant flaming crabs. Yeah,
Giant
fun.
flaming crabs.
Giant flaming crabs.
That's interesting. It's
Yeah.
one I've not heard of.
It was fun.
It was interesting.
Was the meat good?
Do we still have some?
I would say
Didn't-
because it took over a month to get here. Obviously, you probably would have eaten some of that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was stored in a vacuum in the bag of
Bag of
holding. so-
Yeah, true. Also, we didn't technically keep track of rations the month
That
we went
was-
through. We kind of.
Well, we were juggling Goodberry, and so
we
yeah,
didn't mark anything off, so I'll say up to you guys. You can have it or not. It's your choice.
Because Neff is the one who was
Neff,
the one who had.
sorry to put all the pressure
The
on your
meat-
shoulder.
It's
Do
okay.
you have some of that giant
Japanese
fire crab?
fire crab meat left.
Yes.
All
I
right.
had. I don't know how much we actually collected.
I
just
remember
put
Jesus
giant
saying
crab.
something to the effect of like 70 pounds or something insane like
So, yeah, you guys got a
Okay.
large amount, but I would say some of it has been eaten. If you're
like
if
10
you
pounds
are giving just him a sample, then yeah, I would say that you still have plenty left.
Okay.
Are you? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
As he kind of grabs it, squishy. Oh, that is very good. That's very good.
Oh yeah.
Has a kick to it. And you see kind of when he burps, a little bit of heat kind of rises from surprise that as you guys have already been used to the effect of when you eat it. The burps have a tin of literal heat to it. Not enough to do any damage or anything, but at least the first time is kind of alarming.
It's spicy.
It is
It's another kind of spicy, all right.
I was gonna just say I was also planning on giving them. I bought a ridiculous amount of rations at one point, and I was gonna give them 30 days worth.
So, some of those rations should have been taken off the list because we never actually did it. We can do that off stream because
Yeah.
we just.
I still have plenty,
They're
so that's okay.
they're on like 10 days ration.
So,
If that.
yeah, which, because you guys also were Goodberry and you guys did have a 96, I think, on percentiles, I'll say that your total 30 days worth of rations, you use 10 to get up here, so you have 20 days worth of rations left. And you have about 30...
I bought a ton of just individual rations, like, earlier in the game.
How many?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, some of that needs to have been used, and I know you guys were... Unless you... We'll discuss that after the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so, you lost train of thought. All right, Mama Wata kind of, like, goes over to you guys. Intentionally or unintentionally, you're not sure at the moment, but, kind of, throwing fish scales at you guys. Just, like, falling out of her hand, and she forgot that what she was doing in, like, the food line as she was preparing, or assisting to prepare some of the fish and as they're being gutted and deboned and etc. With still fish juice on her fingers and scale, point to your map, and then re-says the words, bats, plants, this is the earth. And like
Oh.
retraces what it's saying. and then kind of leans in closer to you. The easiest way to get through the first layer of the temple, you must give new seeds to the plants to show that you are peaceful with them.
Okay. Do I hear this?
She's not.
I guess I'm like sitting next.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, you were reading it for me.
then she kind of like looks around like she's confused. Wait, no. That might make them angry because you're putting a new thing in their environment, and they would kill you.
Are the plants racist?
I don't know. It's been a while. I'm sure you guys will do the correct thing. And she kind of like taps you on the cheek, and then like you feel the oil of the fish on your cheek. You'll do the right thing. She kind of gets up and starts going back into the line. So, for the rest of
This is
the
layers of temples.
evening,
I guess-
heading into nightfall.
I guess I would query Deuced and like ask politely if it would be possible for us to. We could either room near the place, like near this village, but not directly in it, with tiny hut, or if
And
we,
tent.
huh?
We still have the tent.
Or we still have the tent, or if we could potentially room here, like for the evening, and then leave in the morning when it's at least safer than nightfall.
We don't have bedding, but there's plenty of floor.
Okay.
You accommodate yourselves as you see fit, but there's plenty of floor here, and then above us and below us there is another common room you guys can utilize.
I need to read my character traits.
It points you guys to like the outhouse that they have. Points you to like where the collection of water would be. It looks like the food's pretty well rationed and looked after. Not guarded. It's just that it's and you see that there's nothing physically stopping anyone from just opening this door and going inside to getting some of the rations they have. It's just people understand that.
It's trust policy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of walks you guys around the village a little bit. Introduces you guys to this person built this part of the tree. This guy was able to learn how to create the essential oils that we use for our lanterns. And then just like interested in how this entire village would not be possible if one person was out of the lane. Like every person that comes in usually introduces something new to the village, and that keeps it flowing. Some people, about 4 of the children were actually born here, and the rest were just lost children. But is there anything specific that you guys want to do this night?
Bond.
Bond? All right, you got your
You and Stoner just.
You and Stone are having a good time. A pretty. She's
Yeah.
not seeing, and you are younger than her, so she's pretty impressed at how big you are, in all the right ways.
Oh, this is gonna get weird.
I mean, bros can bond.
I
Bros
know, but
bonding bros.
the first thought that jumped to my mind when you said that was, can 2 women share one bedroll?
That's completely up to Neff, if that's what she wants to do. But yeah, you guys would see Mama Wata roam freely throughout the village, like entering houses, and everywhere she goes, she's treated with love and respect. And everywhere she goes, she spills nonsense and just does not make any sense. Even understanding her first tongue, she still does not make any sense.
Like,
She's kind of rambling.
just,
Yeah.
I guess RP wise to
Yeah.
sketch Leon, sketch the village.
Of course, yeah. Please.
And I don't know if this will freak people out, but the way I sketch things.
Oh yeah, and it's your favorite movie. Almost everyone here is able to cast spells and has some sort of magic, but it's not nearly defined nor trained as yours.
Okay.
It kind of reminds Bones of the first time she was able to cast spells as a true sorcerer within the D&D world.
I guess I only have one more question to ask.
Yeah.
And that would be, once again, towards Deuce, because Stone's over there distracted, and Nalas is just a blank wall.
Yeah.
Um,
He's stoic, as the notes say.
How do people happen upon this place? Like this preserve as a whole? Because, like, we had to go through rainforest and mountains and very remote areas to just even get here. How?
Oh, someone's on the Aether, just making sure I wasn't the speakers. It wasn't so chaotic years ago. When I came in, I literally stumbled upon it, just wandering before there was the hexes and charms to protect it, and I was the first. Mama found me. I had the grave mistake of touching these rain frogs, as we call them.
Oh, the kind of bulbous looking.
Yeah, when you
boys?
touch them, they
The one that's floating or something?
yes, those they tend to get startled pretty easily and summon floods.
Summon floods. Wow, I'm glad we didn't mess with those on
No, I was actually gonna flip my
Yeah, he's like, that one, yeah. Yeah.
It's a good thing you didn't boop this thing.
Yeah, really glad I didn't.
Yeah, that was an encounter. I'm like, all right, flip the page. In a drowning spree, she reached in her hands and saved me.
How long ago was this?
It's about 30 years ago.
30?
30? 30, you said?
Yes. And then slowly, criminals on the run, children who've been separated in just the wild that we have around, coming in here.
I'm gonna make a note
So the
on
hexes
the.
were like the fog around the perimeter.
That's
That's
fairly new.
Really?
The illusion is not. And also, some of us that are magically kin are not easily swayed by these spells. We're not affected as easily as the muggles would be.
Of course.
So, when someone is lost, they literally just get lost here. And although I've tried, Stone has tried to leave, we somehow keep winding up back in the center of everything. So we made camp here, and it's been safe, and it's been working.
Wait, so you're saying you got in, and then when you tried to get out,
We just winded up in the center in the same small first hut, and it kind of points to one that's like completely already demolished, like leaves are covering in, like roots are starting to grow like around it. The first hut, my Mami. And we started living above. It was a lot safer. We started building bridges, connecting. Nice little ecosystem that we created within ourselves.
yeah, it's impressive given what it seems like you're being cut off from the outside world.
I think it's a not wanted effect by the ministries. If I understand people correctly, including your jobs, kind of like looks towards the kids. The most dangerous are sent here for a reason.
Oh god, what if the ministry was just exiling us and then dropping us to cover?
Like, also, the kids are just kind of like roaming around or
Yeah,
looking
kids-
at us.
Kids will be roaming around, peeking every now and then. You have piqued their curiosity, but
'Cause every time I see a kid kind of peeking around,
mhm.
I'll send like one or two of my fairies or three.
They'll start
just to kinda
chasing it.
chasing them.
Yeah. Okay.
Do the
Okay.
fairies emit any
Just
kind of
basically-
light, or are they just kind of there?
They're kind of like fireflies. That's what I was thinking about.
Okay.
It. So they're emitting very, very, very dim light.
Technically, they're considered spirits within
Yeah.
like our purposes, which they're not considered matter technically. So giving off light is a really cool description.
Yeah.
Like they emit light, but not enough for it to like
For it to
a
illuminate
room.
anything, it's just kind of
Yeah.
a cool effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
From the information before Mami's mind went what it is. Apparently this mountain, as it kind of points because it's very
It's
obvious,
looming in the distance, yes.
was a place of worship amongst old wizards and warlocks to the snakes of old.
Have you seen any of the big ones? The No?
They were delivering eggs up there. Maybe there aren't anymore. Maybe if they are, then they're content within the mountain.
Okay.
I would say that there has been many months where I've dropped my guard and I've been perfectly safe. But I never really leave the perimeters of the village.
Okay.
So it's easy to get swayed into not leaving when it's peaceful. And giant hogs aren't chasing you.
Oh yeah. Know that feeling.
The new moon are also horribly scary.
The what?
New moon. That you've technically
Nunnew?
Nunnew. You technically have faced one, not Griswold, but
Yeah.
the party has faced one before.
Yeah.
Those are also wild here.
Great.
So
Oh, none do. None do.
so
Yeah.
so technically, kind of speaking, this is not nature reserve for magical animals, but more of a prison.
You can. Isn't a
Dangerous.
zoo a prison? A nature preserve is also a prison. You should run free. This is a prison where they can be free for who they are.
It's like magical Australia.
Magical Australia.
I mean, I like that.
Guess. Yeah.
I'd also view that some societies would be prisons too.
Yeah. That's why I spent a few years getting lost in the woods.
As Mami Wata says, money does not taste good.
Yeah, I've heard that one from her already.
Kind of chuckles a bit.
When did she start like slipping from age? Is it
As
recent?
it's no, we've noticed it slipping here and there, switching languages that we did not know. She was trying to teach us how to speak her native tongue, but you seem to speak well.
I'm gonna respond in Druidic. You mean this one?
Yes, that was her first language. Communication with her was very hard at the beginning. So I taught her how to speak common tongue very fast. And then different dialects from here and there from the villages. But after Nohalameth, after we saved her from a screaming falcon, we noticed that her hearing started going away. Soon after, her eyesight, motor functions, cognitivity,
And this all started happening quickly or over a period of time?
it was very slow. We noticed this here and there as well, but after that encounter, as they say that these birds, these falcons, are used for torturing, decaying the mind.
Oh. Yeah, we ran into one of those.
It amplified it, I think. And
That's unfortunate.
these past 5-10 years, who's to say? That's when her mind has completely gone. She recognizes all of us and knows the day we met, but almost as that's the only thing she remembers. So we let her go freely. Try to make sure she doesn't leave. You know, she's escaped many times. But somehow she always ends up coming back. As though her feet know where to go, but not her mind.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This last time, she almost didn't. We were on top of a hill, and I see one of these pigs going to stalk her, and it's the size of a freaking lion.
And when you say that, you see that Stone in mid conversation with Neff just immediately turns towards Griswold, like with like you struck a chord with her. And now whatever Neff and her were talking about is unimportant to this conversation that you guys are having. Just well, I'm glad. Very good.
We managed to down a few of them. 2 of them escaped or left.
There's plenty of them. We usually tend to keep rations of food. The smellier the better.
Yeah, after jerky at one, it seemed to like it.
Yeah. If it were to eat it fast, it would just continue to ask you for food. And if you didn't provide it, you would be food. If you see more, I suggest
Right.
throwing food and running the other direction. They're fast, but not the brightest.
They're not.
But they're also very strong. And teleportation is a really good ability when you're trying to hunt.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, too, do you happen to have some arrows?
Oh no.
Arrows?
Kind of running low.
Yeah, he's trying to see if he can pick up some arrows while we're in the
You
middle
do
of it.
know that you are able to go and pick up half your use up arrows in battle, right?
No.
Oh, that's the thing we can do. Half of them you can recover.
Okay.
But you had to spend the time to go through her. As to we have some.
It's like, I know you don't really use money here, but I can trade you for some of my rations for them.
Saving Mommy's life is trade enough.
Okay.
We'll see what we can spare. And you'll see that they come back with 8 arrows for you. That are made with a really nice glass sharp point with a fairly thick
Is this any kind of special arrow, or just it just looks
They
nice?
He's just describing what they look like.
Okay.
and if you look at the arrow points of the arrow tips and you look at Stone's axes that she has on her back, it looks like the stone are made of the same.
Okay.
It's just really sharp, almost glass black stone.
Ooh, it's made of obsidian. I say as a player, but not knowing rocks, because they're not plants. I can't talk to those.
Yep, that'd be a thing. That'd be a thing.
So
You can boop it, but you won't boop it.
it might boot back if it's on the end of an arrow. But no, I'm gonna look to Deuce and be like, all right, in the morning, I'm gonna, if with y'all's permission, I can cast something to see if maybe Mami Mrs. Mami Wata is afflicted by anything. Because if her mind slipped and it was only after this encounter with what we know is what, a flooper?
Yeah, the foopers.
Yeah.
Fooper.
Flooper.
Fooper.
Flooper.
As many notes.
If her mind has slipped as a result of that, she might be under the effects of some like long-lasting illness. It's just a hunch, and it might turn up nothing, but it's worth a shot. Because she's the first person I've spoke to in Druidic that's actually understood me and wasn't a hardened illegal game poacher.
Yeah, I would imagine that in her youth she probably would have kicked their ass.
She probably kicked mine too. But
She was a very strong woman.
By the way, I found the pounds of crab meat that we had. I had 85 pounds.
All right, cool. Well, we're definitely gonna do a little bit of math in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if
and then after that, I'm gonna tell Deuce, I'm gonna be like, and with that, my social interactions for the day are kind of shot. I'm gonna take my leave here. And
There's going to be a man who's going to walk around the entire village, lighting every single oil that's contained within that stone, that large pillar of stone, to illuminate the entire village. And you see that they a lot of them put like either a glass or the weaker flames don't have anything on top of them, but to at least contain the flame within inside. You see they start pulling up the railings for the fish, so like when they're not watching and nothing gets caught, they're unintentionally that they don't want in there. And as soon as the sun hits, it looks like the entire village just dies down. Very few people will interact with you or speak with you, but
so the sun is set.
the sun will be setting. You guys have taken a short rest, and if you so choose, a long rest will commence. If you are, yes.
Before the long rest, I'm gonna do a ritual for alarm on the box. Yeah.
Okay, all right. You cast the alarm incantation within the box. So anything touches it, you and who else do you choose, or just yourself?
Myself and Bones. I mean, not Bones. Neff.
Right. So you both, if anything touches the box, you guys will have a mental alarm sounding in your head, which will wake you up if you're sleeping. By the
I
way.
wish I had that for D&D.
Beep, beep. It's called a cell phone? No. So, if you're taking a long rest, HP, spells,
Yeah.
half of your used up hit die for a short rest, and we'll continue this. A village in the rivers of one of the Moon Mist Mountains. It's a very odd phrase for me to say for some reason.
And I guess I'll note for the purposes of the stream, for this long rest, it's
Mhm.
probably one of the only ones I'm going to spend away from the party. But because we're in like a village, I'm gonna look for a clearing in the trees to where I could potentially see stars, find a rooftop, and bedroll on top of the roof.
Sure. I'll say that's a yeah.
Yeah.
You're in nature.
Yeah. I am one with nature.
Well, guys,
I am gonna say that we're probably gonna take shifts
okay,
for.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
okay. I'll take notes of the ships in a second. But if I can have everyone to pull out their wands, please. And with our wands and that shady rogue in the corner with his eyes just glowing. It's so oh my god, it's even cooler on the stream. Look at that.
Dude.
His eyes.
It's just like
Oh my god.
it's like
that's
pitch black and then just two
Oh.
solid white orbs.
He's gone.
Oh yeah.
Alright guys, with our wands out. Wands at the ready. Adios. Take care everyone. See you next time.
Bye.